Hey guys, welcome.
Yeah, hey guys. Wait, do you want to restart that?
We did not think about what we were going to
Yeah, I know, legit. I just
Let's
pressed
just go
start.
with it.
Let's just go with the flow. Alright, so favorite niches on 3.
Favorite niches? Oh, wait, okay. I haven't thought about mine yet.
Sexual niches. On 3, 3, 2, 1. James and Joe's mom.
If you listen real carefully, you'll actually be able to hear Joe say feet, me say James's mum, and James, actually, non-surprisingly, he says penis.
You say my mom, and you still said my mom.
Well, James is actually his own mum.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
James thinks his mum's hot. We're not playing this game.
No.
I'm the editor, bro. I'm the editor, bro.
That's weird. Now it's out there. That's weird, and people are gonna think.
I'm gonna get Kim to watch it. All you have to do is deny it, James. I don't know
I'm not denying anything. I have to. Now people know. I've denied this multiple times. Shake my head. I don't think I'm denying now. I'm denying now. As you speak.
The middle seat's always the bitch.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, so
yeah,
what's up with that?
It's been a while, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's been a while. It's all Joe's fault and James'.
My fault. It's your fault because you had the assignments that you couldn't do.
You guys couldn't find the mic. I mean the charger.
I couldn't find the charger. It's your fault.
No, that's also your fault. That wasn't even my fault.
So like we full set up to do the podcast at my house, and then Chase loses his charger in my house.
It was on the floor,
and he loses it.
He loses it. Find it. You guys didn't.
Our responsibility.
What's the charger?
He was in my house for 2 hours, and he misplaced it.
What do you mean? It was on the floor. Why didn't you guys see it? You guys were looking as well.
I was chopped. I have no excuse.
Oh, Joe, always Joe. Troll?
No, but yeah, no, that's heinous.
Yeah, but no, yeah. What do you mean? It's also your fault. I mean, like, don't we want to take the shit out of the way? Don't we want to see our beautiful faces? Well, mine. But yeah, hey guys, it's been a while. It's been like 2 weeks since the last episode because of, complications, people not being available. It's not even just me.
It's literally just you. Like, it's literally just you.
To be fair, it's me a bit.
You guys could have done your own episode, but like...
Yeah, but like, being...
You just wanted the... What's he saying?
Today went well. Okay, no. But today we're going to talk about Berserk.
We're finally getting on to the Berserk segments. So, like, we're going to do this technically a series, but we're just going to go through the 3 major arcs, well, 4. Well, we'll include the Black Swordsman arc, surely. The first, like, few chapters.
Nah, so what...
We'll include it, though.
Well, what James and I said was that we'll include up to where Guts leaves. Just before Guts leaves Casca.
Surely we talk about the eclipse. Why would
That's
we talk about the eclipse?
That's before.
What?
When Guts leaves Casca in the cave.
Yeah.
Oh, in the cave. I thought you talked about, like, when he left the Band of the Hawk. That's what I thought last time when you mentioned that as well.
No.
But yeah, no, that's when it finishes.
So yeah, Golden Arc, we're saying it's pretty much... it ends when, after the eclipse, and Guts when he leaves Casca. That's the ending of the Golden Age.
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
Well, let's
so Golden Age, yes.
Start off with...
Are we going to start with the like, Black Swordsman arc, though? Because, like, are we just going to leave that out?
We're saving it for the next one, because it's the next arc.
Yeah, it's after...
Oh, that's what you meant. Could have just said that, but, like...
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't think I could have made it any clearer.
But I think... I think it was... I think with Berserk, I think we can all agree on this, is how sick the art is. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. There's no better.
The war scenes.
There's no better drawing,
Yeah,
the depiction's mental.
Especially later on in the track when you see some more fucked up shit, and it's like...
You haven't even seen
the detail of fucked up shit.
Like, the end of the arc that you finish is just fucked.
The art.
All the things you see is just fucked.
Yeah.
It's more fucked than the Eclipse?
Way more fucked.
Like, not more... It's not more like... it's not like more fucked, but I think the drawing
the drawing's better.
More detailed.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Fair.
it's crazy.
It's just like, it just
fully
looks
crazy.
cool, because the Eclipse is obviously very just like, doesn't look cool, it's more like...
It does? Bro, what are you talking about?
Well, it does, but it's not like...
It's a bunch of bailiffs as the ground.
Yeah, true.
That's whack. We'll go into the Eclipse later. We're just going to go in chronological order, pretty much.
Yeah, so Joe's also seen up to date with the anime.
Speaking of Joe's...
yeah. Oh yeah,
Joe's.
And
Zawaldo.
And speaking of JoJo's A and B's and Berserk...
JoJo's A and B's.
Yeah, it's for JoJo's Bizarre AMVs.
Oh, yours.
Yeah. Well,
Stitch, wait, did you get rid of that?
Yeah, I did, but still,
Stitch.
like, there's a. Anyways. G11 AMVs.
Yeah, G11 AMVs, we have AMVs now.
All three of us are obviously contributing to it, and I just recently uploaded the Eclipse AMV, so check it out.
That's good.
Yeah, so pretty gruesome, you know, gotta be.
Check out mine first.
R18 plus, so just, you know.
Watch out, kids.
Yeah, watch out, kids.
Watch out.
I mean, like, I was watching porn at, like, 17, so it doesn't really
No, that's true.
matter.
Was it hentai porn?
Was it watch out,
True.
kids?
What? Okay, James, right
Bro,
there.
that was a good meme.
That was a really good meme, James. We all
Shake
found
my
that so
head.
funny. We all
Shake
laughed
my
so
head,
hard.
okay. Go fuck yourself.
Alright, so the only place to start with Berserk is the
It's
very
his
beginning.
backstory.
Guts' backstory, which
Bro.
wasn't included in the anime, which just
Yeah,
blows my
it was.
mind.
Yeah, it
This is
was.
Just like, no, well, they just, like pretty much skipped the whole thing. They included like the
Yeah,
ties,
fair,
and
actually.
it was just like, well, they did, but they missed out all like the fat
Did
stuff.
they include him being born from a corpse?
They kind of skipped over.
Did they include him getting raped by a big black
No.
guy?
No.
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't. They
that's-
wouldn't be.
That was
allowed to
actually
do
my
that.
real niche. I forgot to say that before.
What did you guys even say? I couldn't even hear you.
I can't remember.
I
Well.
said feet.
You said what?
Feet.
That's so boring.
I
Yeah,
think
well,
I
I
said-
knew you guys were gonna bitch out.
You could have
on
at
me.
least
I
said
was just
something around the room, like speakers.
I think I said
headphones.
Yui Boom. I swear I think I think I said Yui Boom
Really?
something muted.
Blankets.
I
And I said both your moms.
yeah
And James said his own mom.
My mum watches this, so she's gonna be very disappointed when she
And
clicks on this.
does she
yeah, well,
actually?
she's not gonna be disappointed.
What's up,
when
Helen?
she
What's
sees
up?
me baked all the time.
No, I mean around the house, so it's like it's chill.
Yeah, you said goodbye to him today.
Really?
Stop fucking exposing me on it.
What even is that though?
Baking some cakes.
Yeah, making some scones.
Made that one, Chase?
Wait, what? Oh,
Oh,
Cool.
don't hold my hand every time.
sorry. Fuck you, James.
Yeah, Chase got some new posters.
Oh yeah, I got some new posters.
Alright, back onto
Yeah, so
So,
Gus was
that's-
born from a corpse,
Yeah.
bringing his name into fruition.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fucked.
That's pretty scat.
He's a bad omen.
He was bad. It really was, in the end. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he technically is,
Yeah.
which sucks.
Yeah.
He's the
Yeah,
worst
he's
life
been-
ever, bro.
Yeah, he-
Stitched up
Gus is the
so
worst.
bad.
But his
Like-
backstory is just like crazy, and it's just
We
like,
can all agree that he's the best character ever.
yeah, he's
number one.
He's my number one character.
Yeah.
Him or it's like yeah.
Who
Him
else?
or
Him or Luffy.
Him or Luffy. Like
I was actually going. I was
reckon Guts
actually
is
recently.
way
I've gone
better
like
than
Luffy
Luffy.
over
Yeah.
Sanji,
Yeah.
Loki.
Yeah, fair. I reckon Zoro over Luffy. Luffy's like my number 3 in One Piece anyway.
Really, Luffy's like my top 3 is I don't know what order. I have no idea. It's Luffy, Zoro, and Gus. I have no idea what order though. It could be
Yeah,
anything.
I
We'll
can.
do it,
I think
we'll
that's
do
my
it.
top 4 with Sanji in there.
We'll do a top.
Sanji
We'll
was-
do like a top 10 or something characters one time.
Well, spoilers.
top 20. Wait, what?
This is spoilers.
It could change later on.
Yeah,
I'm
it could
saying, well,
change.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
true.
well,
I've
it's
better
more
not change
definitely,
that.
We'll do a top 20 favorite characters for the 20th episode.
Could be fair.
Nice. What? You copying me?
It was also oh yuck. Oh, what's happening?
Oh my garage.
Feet of-
Oh my god, it's the end of the
My
world!
garage is garage.
Oh shit, I didn't close the garage. Why did I even say it like that? I didn't mean to.
Shake my head.
But like legit, I forgot to close the garage. That's why it's closing it now.
Wow.
When I got here,
Cool story, bro. Need more drag.
SMH. No, I always leave it open as fuck.
I think if afterwards what's what happened? Before he met Guts.
Wait, who?
Guts before he met Griffith. No, yeah. Let's talk about how
just
fucked
talk
up
his
Guts'
backstory.
dad is.
Yeah, exactly. Gambino.
Gambino.
Yeah,
as fuck.
Gambino.
Yeah,
he was
that
kind of
was-
sick, but it was also a shit.
He wasn't sick.
He wasn't sick.
There
He
was
was
some
like
part where I was
one
like,
of
oh.
the worst characters. Like, as in good, bad, but like you just
Yeah.
hate him because he's so dog. Like, Gus just has the worst like thing. Like, he obviously didn't wish to be like born and like be a bad omen. And like, I think the craziest thing was like after his mum died, he was like 4 or something, and then like. After that, everyone was like blamed him for his mum's death.
Yeah,
And everyone wanted to kill Guts, and he was like 4 years old, and that's why he took up fighting with Gambino because
Yeah.
he was like,
Yeah.
"This is the only way I can survive."
Gambino
He
was the
pretty much
only
goes
one-
into his whole life. He's like, if he can fight, he can survive. If he has his sword, he
Yeah,
can survive.
but
Yeah.
Gambino was the only
That's
one
what
protecting
he
him
lives
when
by
was
the
young.
sword
But he
forever.
didn't protect him as well because like But remember,
no one wanted to attack Guts because he was the captain's, literally the head guy's son. So it was Gambino's name to protect Guts.
Like, his relationship with him is so weird because remember, like
he wasn't. Well, Guts pictured him as his dad. But Gambino definitely didn't picture him as his son.
And that's the thing. Like Gambino, was a father figure to Guts, but Gambino did not see Guts that way, and he didn't treat Guts that way. Like remember, like when they're fighting, remember, like Gambino wouldn't give Guts like a normal sized sword because remember he was just like we don't have swords for kids around here and stuff like that, which pretty much is why like Guts becomes like such a beast.
Yeah, legit.
Remember, like, Gambino, he's like they were fighting, and then like Guts like gets a small little cut on Gambino or something, like beats him. Then Gambino just like cuts his nose.
He still does that scar now.
So he just cuts him in the nose, and then he gives him a little bit of like medical like healing stuff after, and that's what turns Guts because he's like a 5-year-old kid who everyone's trying to kill him, and this guy finally does something nice for him. He's like, oh my god, like this guy's like my father figure.
Yeah.
And then he just entrusts in the worst person possible. Gambino just constantly screws him over the whole time, and it's just like
Donovan, man.
Well, okay, I don't know about constantly. He definitely screwed him over.
He sold him out to Donovan,
and then it was just
raped.
It was just
that's not anything good for him though.
It was just it was just like the rape, and then afterwards when he lost his leg,
rape,
I feel like that's when,
and then he tried to kill him.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't like
that's pretty bad. If my father figure was doing that to me, that's very good.
Yeah, but you're not raised in the medieval times.
Even if a medieval father tried to kill me, sold me out to get raped, I don't think I'd be like, oh, medieval times.
I said before about like how that's fucked, but if Gambino wasn't how he was, Guts wouldn't be our favorite character.
Doesn't mean he's a good character.
Nah, I reckon he would.
No way, he wouldn't have experienced the war and how trained he would have been trained.
That doesn't mean Gambino's a good character or a good bloke just because
Gambino is a decent character though.
I think
he's character. I liked him as a character, but it's just like he's an absolute
definitely.
He's got not a good bone in his whole body.
Yeah,
he's just a dickhead.
Stitch, bro.
But
Gambino.
And Donovan, the whole Donovan thing was just so crazy. I did not see that coming when I'm reading this backstory.
It was so fucking fat when Guts killed that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah,
that was so fat.
So good.
He just lured him. He was like, "Oh, little Guts, if a round 2 or some shit."
Yeah.
He's just like, "Pow, pow, pow."
No, the way he called him, he's like, he's just like, yeah, Sir Gambino saw me out.
It's
like and he just kills him. It's like,
how old was he? Like 10. He was like 10 years old or like 12 at most.
Also, like, just being on the battlefield, like in the middle of the thing, he just like grew up knowing war, and I think that's like his backstory is just so perfect for setting up who his character is because it's like it legit sets the tone. It's just like, and what Guts always says throughout the like, especially the Golden Age, is that as long as he has his sword with him, he can like get through anything. He can survive. His end goal is to survive, and he's like, I can do that with my sword, and then exactly because like. When like he thought everyone's gonna kill him, he would like sleep with the sword, and it's like, and that like partially leaves. So obviously, like,
even when he was like a legitimate baby. Remember when he was like,
is his sword, and it's like it's that whole thing. It's like him trying to like detach from his sword and like join a group and stuff, and be something bigger than just like him and his sword, and that conflict between like, this isn't me because should just be like an individual person. I just love Guts as a character.
Yeah, Guts is
amazing. His backstory just sets him up. So like rewatching the whole thing, I was like. Thinking back to his backstory, I was like, it's like the perfect thing. Because that's like how someone, you can understand how he developed into the way he did, kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? I just thought it was fat. It was really good. Pretty fucked though.
Yeah, it's.
And then it goes on to his first battle when he's like a bit older. He's left the crew.
Wait, what happened like straight after?
So Gambino obviously he tried to kill him.
Bro, that was so fucked.
Because Gambino lost his leg.
And like if the dog was barking, and he was a shit cut to the dog.
Bro, remember when the wolves attacked him after he was running away?
That was fucked.
And
he killed all those wolves.
And the guys picking him up was like. Fair.
Yeah, legit. Like, damn, I'm not fucking with this man, bro.
And then he became a mercenary.
Yeah, legit.
And he fought. I don't know the guy's name, but they called him the 10-Man
killer. Like Bozos or whatever the fuck.
Something whack.
Bozza.
And Gus just rocking up looking like a bad. When I saw that,
he was like 14 fucking years old.
He's got like that little like helmet.
And he's just
going on, and he just ripped a big ass sword. And they were like, "What's this 14-year-old dude carrying this massive ass sword?" And that's when it's just like, "This is Guts for you."
Yeah, legit.
Destroys him, and that's when Griffith like recognizes him. He's like, "Oh, who's this guy?"
Yeah, I really rate his how back then when he started off young, he was like light on my big sword, like he could move quick, but he had a big attack.
Yeah,
and he didn't care about. He was like, it was like do or die.
Yeah.
If I get hit, I'm dead. or I'm saved by my light armor, but like, or else that's it.
But now he just do movement constantly.
Oh,
he
yeah,
just
now
like
that's
throws
good.
around.
He literally
Throw him
does
around and
everything. It's fuck. Throw him around and shit. Yeah, throw him around. Should have said that for your niche.
Yeah, should have. Yeah. Also, after what happened, yes, he was a mercenary for a long time.
Well, yes,
in different
it was like 2 years after something. But I think something was cool about like the whole battle because like you saw like he fought that guy and then there was
that
like
big guy in the middle of the plaza.
Yeah, and then like there was that like he was like a noble or something and he was like, oh, like come with me and like I'll knight you and stuff and like
who was that kind of again?
He was like some knight. He was some random
fat
I'm pretty sure.
guy.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't even fat. He was like skinny. He was just like a leader of their group and he was just like pretty much saying Guts like you're a real good fighter. Like come work for me. And Guts just like turns down. He's just like I can't remember what he said or something, but he's just like it was a fat line actually, but can't remember from
I'm just here for the cash.
It's legit something like that, and he like bites the coin and something. It's sick. Anyways, he like, and then straight after that, he obviously goes to see like the Band of the Hawk, and it's cool just to see like how Griffith tames him because obviously like that show like in general like that some rich guy like Gus doesn't care about titles, doesn't care about like money, he just cares about surviving. And it was like how Griffith like, made him submit by like overpowering him.
Yeah. And they also like made it like really like they went out of their way to introduce like the fact that Guts would just hop between like mercenary groups and everything and be like and he just like couldn't, he was just like wasn't even searching for a place to belong or anything. He was just like I'm just gonna live to battle and everything.
Exactly.
Then he goes, then he finds a Band of the Hawk and he just like like I could actually this could be a real change around.
Yeah,
and you feel that after
their
like first battle when they're having the celebrations and you're like
and he's just there. Oh bro, it's so good.
The fucking introduction though, joining the Hawk, like fighting all those men, then fighting Casca, which is OP, then fighting Casca, fighting Griffith, and that fight was sick.
Yeah, that
he was like, yeah, I've got you, and he's like, no you don't, and they're just like brawling with hands, and I was like, oh fuck, wait, does he have Griffith?
No, he was like beat him on the floor.
Yeah, he was fucking him up a bit.
It's crazy.
What about when
Bro, he stood on his sword though. That was fucked.
That
was crazy.
What about when Griffith like puts a knife, his sword up to his like throw something, and he's just like talking. And he's like, you talk a lot. Yeah. The only thing mouths should be. He's like, I'll show you what mouths should be used for in a battle. And he just bites his sword.
Bites
his sword, and Griffith's like wigging out. He's like, what is this? Guy is crazy. It's actually mental. And he's just like, what?
How do you get teeth that sharp, bro?
But what's nice scared as well is like
his teeth has
Griffith
abs.
Guts fully did kill like 5 or 6 of the Bands of the
Hawk.
Yeah, legit. Bro, it's all Caucus's fault.
Yeah, all Caucus's fault. And then he tried to blame Guts and like try to kill him later. And then obviously Guts gets those flashbacks. He's like, oh, this mercenary group's trying to kill me again. So he's got like night terror. He's got to sleep with his sword. Check my head, Caucus. But yeah, I thought it was sick to just like you see Griffith and it was like everyone's just like Gus is just like, what is it about Griffith? It's like because it wasn't just like Griffith overpowering him. Obviously, like that's what made Griffith like Guts submit. But like Griffith obviously grew on him, and he was like, wow, this guy's like more than just like a fighter.
Just because of I think it's because a big part of it was how much respect everyone else had for him. It's
exactly.
One of the
his charisma, his charisma's like through the roof. He's like a good Dio.
Yeah, legit. And it's just like everyone just loves him, and Gus was like sussing her. I was like, what is it about this guy that like makes him like?
He just knows how to approach everyone.
Yeah,
and he it seems like he knows like all kinds of situations, and he like knows how to like intervene on those situations.
And he even got away with the situation in the situation he was naked. He was naked, and he's
Wait,
somehow
what?
Guts got around that and they were splashing water on each other.
Oh yeah,
he was naked the whole time.
Bro, I was like, wait, is he a chick? I was like, he was like, is he a chick? And there's like, oh no, you can't draw dicks.
I full thought he was gonna rape me. I full thought he was like naked. He was like,
bro, he's got confidence too.
Yeah, he's got mad confidence.
Bro, Griffith has the most confidence of like any being ever. It's fucked.
Yeah, and
like that's why also he's just the best leader. And his like strategic way of going into a battle was fucked. They didn't lose at all.
Yeah,
they were so OP, and they had like not even half the amount of people that the other armies had.
That same battle when they went in from the water and stuff.
Yeah,
and they were coming back and Guts had to hold them back.
Yeah,
and then like what I liked is on their way back, Guts even came back, but he was like, don't talk and write, or else your tongue will bite your tongue off. I thought that was pretty sick. It's something real life, like something like what will happen, and then they clutch up, which was sick. That seemed sick.
That raid, yeah, and that was like
That
when
was
Guts
so
was like
good.
starting to figure out, like, because obviously
He's like, this is like actually this group is like different.
Yeah,
there's like no group
yeah.
like this like in the world. I've been to so many, but there's none like this.
Yeah, and like, cause after they successfully pulled it off, it was just like he was wigging out. He was like, that was like so successful. Like no one died.
Yeah.
Like, literally no one died. He's like mercenary groups just don't have leads like that, and that's what like drew him. And then they have the celebration, so he's like meeting the crew, and the crew's like bringing him in and be like making him drink, and then
Pippin's like crowding him, and he's freaking out,
Yeah.
and he cops.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna like kill Pippin.
Well,
I
Pippin gives me
thought-
those Donovan vibes. You think he looks like him?
Loki, yeah,
Donovan.
he does actually. He does.
You know the guy who raped him?
Wait.
Oh yeah.
It's a funny scene as well, is when like Guts is like chilling with Puck. In the anime, it's not with Puck; it's just
Fuck,
Guts
I'm
chilling
Puck.
with someone.
I'm so buttered we don't get to talk
No,
about
and he's
Isidro.
Yeah, I know, right? But he's like sitting, he's like standing outside this door, and someone like opens the door. It's like a kid and knocks Guts off into the water, and he's like, "Who's the kid's name in the band?"
Isidro.
No.
The guy that
No,
was-
wait,
not
no.
the younger
No,
one,
yeah,
the older
that's it.
one. That
Rickard, the
was,
one that he's with now.
Yeah, it's Rickard. Well, what's his name?
Oh, what? Oh, so you're not talking about like
not the
Judah or
younger
whatever?
one, the
No,
older
no,
one.
Judah and Rickard look similar. Rickard's alive now.
Yeah, Rickard.
So you're talking about him,
It
yeah?
wasn't
Yeah,
the guy.
Rickard,
It was
yeah.
the other one that was the they got knocked off the water with. It was the guy that's good at throwing the knives.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm
That's
pretty sure
Judah.
that
It was
pretty sure it was
Rickard.
Judah.
No, it was
Well,
Rickard.
they both look the same.
Yeah,
So I
but
wig
it
out.
was Rickard. It was the kid.
Fair.
Anyways, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really change
It
the
was a
story.
beast.
But like they open the door and like Guts falls in the water, and then they like he helps him up, and then Pippin opens the door, and they both get knocked into the water. It's just like good
Yeah.
mean.
You know what? You know what is amazing though? Just all the characters in Berserk. They're all good.
Yeah,
they're literally all good. Like,
Yeah.
there's not a bad one. Even if there's one that you don't like, they're still like good. A good character in a sense. It's
Yeah,
fucked,
that's
bro.
true. Yeah.
Like Corcus, he's a cunt, but like he's like that real life dude. You know.
Yeah, no,
He's
no.
like a very
I think-
relatable character
like,
in a
I
sense.
think-
This is for a lot of
I think
people.
when you say that real life guy, I feel like it's like a bad version of the real life guy.
Yeah, I know, but like, there's like, because like everyone in
Just like the being
Berserk,
scared
like, there's
and
not
stuff.
really many relatable characters.
Yeah, fair. Nice.
Because like they're not like superhumans
Well,
or
the
nothing.
Fodder.
But like, yeah, but now,
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah, I like no, but they all have really fat characters.
yeah, it's
But
fun.
then after the raid, then they go and then I think they start fighting the.
Oh, remember when Guts was also just like posted up on the wall? By the way, that was pretty OP.
What Guts?
He's like posted up on the wall and he's thinking about life.
Oh,
He's,
yeah,
like,
on the
that's when
top,
he's like thinking
yeah.
about like if like the Band of the Hawk is a good place and whether he
Oh,
should like
yeah,
open
it's-
up or whatever.
yeah.
Not open up, but like you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
But-
And then it like skips 2 years later, and they've like established.
Yeah, I forgot
themselves
there was
in
a time
Midland.
skip in
yeah.
that shit too.
And then
Mm.
I can't remember directly what happens after. There's like a battle.
Yeah, big battle. Oh, that's what I was gonna lead into. What really irate, the Casca and Guts relationship beforehand.
Bro.
Before the time skip, she hated him. Then after the time skip,
Bro, it's
she
actually
still
the
hated
best.
him. Then in that battle scene, when they
just-
roll off the cliff,
Yeah.
and then they build
Bro,
a
it's
relationship. I
actually
really
so
fucked with that.
bit's-
But that was
I
like
actually really fucked with
amazing.
that.
Casca for me, her and I did rate like them. Like I love the Casca and Guts relationship, and I love yeah, I just love it. But what I didn't like is like Casca's reason for hating Guts. I understand where she was coming from, but I'm just like,
What was her reasoning again?
Yeah,
it
I
was
think
pretty
we
much
must say
saying
it's
that
a
like
fair reasoning.
Guts was like so not irrational, but he was impulsive and like
He
he
just
would just
doesn't-
like
yeah.
he would run in,
Yeah.
and would take everything on himself. And what she was saying is like,
Work as a team.
well, it's just like Griffith is like he doesn't really. Not that he doesn't care, but like if anyone else rushes in, he's like that's just them doing their thing. But if Guts rushes in, Griffith will put his life in danger to protect Guts.
Yeah.
Like Griffith, Guts is the only person Griffith will endanger his own life and dream to protect, and because Guts is so reckless, which is the word I was looking for, it puts Griffith in danger. But if Guts wasn't there, Griffith wouldn't put himself in that danger.
Yeah.
And she was saying like you need to stop being so reckless, so that you stop. Which
I
was
can
shown in the
understand
whole.
the point though, you know, because she's like looks up to Griffith.
Yeah,
more
I
than,
know,
like,
but it was just
anyone.
like but it was just like every
Hardcore.
time and I thought what was fat is like because Guts was like apologizing to Griffith one time for like rushing in and doing something stupid, and Griffith's just like I take into account that part of you.
yeah.
He's like that when I make
See,
my
he just like
strategies.
knows all the ins and outs of
like
everyone.
law,
Like yeah,
Band
like,
of the
you
Hawk.
want to tame Guts, but you can't tame Guts, and that's what annoyed me about Casca. It's like stop trying to tame Guts and try to like figure out like why he's that way, and like she was just like hating him and like abusing him, and he was
But like it's not
so
easy.
nice to her
It's-
and helping her out.
Yeah, but like it's
Yeah.
only from like the reader's perspective where we know like what Guts' why Guts acts like this and everything.
I know, but like she never tried to find out why.
I mean, like Guts wouldn't open up about it.
I know, but she never tried. She would always just like abuse him and just
but
be
like
also,
also,
this wrong.
yeah.
I get it.
The intro is also like the intro to Guts join the cruise also would be her. She would also be like, what the fuck? Like, smacks up Griffiths, kills 5 other guys, smacks me up, and he's
all Corcus' fault. The reason 5 people died. They attacked him first.
They killed him.
Corcus is such an asshole.
Did she know that?
Yeah, they were all on the hill, and Corcus is like, "Oh, there's a Guts guy."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, Cats could come with me." She's like, "No, like he's way too strong for you." And he's like, "Oh no, I'll be right." And she's like, "Yeah."
Bro, he's such a fucking idiot. He's so retarded.
Is there anything else we're missing before we lead into the fucking goat scene?
Which goat scene?
Versing
versing 100 men.
Versing 100.
Zod's before 100 men.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that happens like straight after the 2-year time skip though.
And that's what I was thinking, because there's a war before that. It's a small one, I'm pretty sure. But I think it's not really it's like a little thing. But yeah, pretty much the important thing is when they go and see Zod.
Bro,
did Zod say why he was protecting them?
Small.
Or did he say, was it just a balance thing? While he was fighting for them, or was it just a balance thing to balance the order?
I don't think I think he just wants to kill kind
So he just really wanted to kill people.
Yeah, he's just a fucking crazy.
Because he just rock up at battlefield.
He's just been waiting for the next God Hand, pretty much. He's just been waiting for Griffith, pretty much.
Wait, I don't know. I feel like he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He definitely was.
Well,
that's like all the
health. He was like, "Oh my god, that you are like."
That's also all the apostles like.
So he was just waiting to, because I feel like he'd know he was going to get smacked up. So he was just waiting to get smacked up, or do you think because he got his horn cut off? Then which I would assume that he's loyal to Griffith by capturing.
Well, like all the apostles have their purpose is to follow the God Hand anyway.
He saw the Crimson Behel and he was like, "Oh my god, like you are going to be a god."
Well, like. I don't think it was like it was also because like
he was outside of it.
No, it was literally just because he saw the Crimson Behel. He was literally about to kill him. Like Zod said to him, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna start by killing this guy." And he saw the Behel and he was like, "Holy shit, that's a Crimson Behel."
Yeah,
it's a Crimson Behel. That's what he said.
Yeah.
It was like purely because he knows that he's gonna be.
He was also like laughing about it. He was like, he's like talking to Guts. He's like, "Yeah, you better fucking run while you can, bro. Because if you stick around and this guy's dreams falter, you're fucked.
Oh man,
you're fucked." And he was.
Yeah, but I'm just confused because surely he wouldn't have known that he was gonna lose to Guts in the dream, right?
Wait, what?
He
what are you
talking
about?
Zod. He didn't know like he was gonna lose.
Because Zod didn't lose.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Cut off.
That's like ages. That's like way.
That was nothing for him. Like that was actually nothing.
But like I'm just confused why he got his horn shot off.
He got his arm cut off and he put his arm back on.
No, for his horn, he lost his horn. Griffith cut off his horn in the dream.
Yeah.
He lost his horn. He hasn't got it back.
Yeah.
Is it some reason why that happened? I'm just confused by that.
I think he just cut it off.
Yeah, was it so he like? Yeah, I'm just confused. Was it like, "Oh, I cut it off. You're my servant now because I'm stronger"? Like,
No,
I mean,
no.
Why?
He cut the horn off, right?
Yeah.
And then Zod
So
G'd
Griffith
up, and Zod
cut the horn off
Zod.
Yeah.
And Zod and Guts cut his arm off, and then because it's his insane move. Okay, let's just start.
No, he's talking about like in the conviction arc.
In the dream.
He's talking about in the conviction arc like way later.
Yeah,
because he made the conviction arc.
Yeah.
Because that's why.
Yeah, he's just asking anyway.
I was just talking about like why that was that he was following it.
But
I guess
the apostles
I shouldn't talk about that.
Because
we are talking about.
It's just because like they're the God Hand, and you look at like the eclipse, like literally. All the demons that were at the bottom below the God Hand were all apostles, so they're the same level as Zod. Technically, obviously Zod's a lot stronger than
just
them.
OP.
Yeah, but he's still at their level as an apostle. That's what
the apostles are just like
they serve. Like they didn't attack anyone. They didn't kill anyone until the brand was put on them. Like they have to obey the God Hand.
Like he even said to Wyland, like, "No, you shouldn't be doing this. Like you fucking know the rules, know the fucking rules. You should be doing this." He's like, "No, please, fuck this guy. He's fucking me up, man. I'm gonna kill him." But because
we skipped a fair bit. Because remember, like, because Guts he was outside and he sent like his whole half his crew or something in to fight them, and they're like, "No, Guts, don't go in." There's the whole thing about like Guts being irrational.
Wait for
Griffith. He's like, "Oh, you can't like tell me that like I have to let them all die or whatever." And then his mate came out like, covered in blood, and that's when Guts like ran in.
Bro,
you just look at. I remember
Guts is a ballsy motherfucker, and he's just looking at all these fucking bodies.
Fuck, seeing my mates die.
And then he and then you see Zod, and Zod's holding a sword
with like
three bodies on the sword.
Literally, he was just like walking, and there were just like literally hundreds of bodies. And when he got in the room, like there were just like literal piles of.
They were on the wall or something, weren't they? It was like
everywhere.
It's the goriest thing.
Fattest fight though. Fattest
fight. Yeah, that was sick.
Second to the Eclipse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. Definitely was. Yeah.
That AMV was so fat as well. Of that scene.
Oh,
Suicide Boys one?
Yeah. So not my AMV of the Eclipse, you're talking about a different one, but yeah, cool.
Yeah, we're not on the Eclipse
that
yet.
one, yeah,
that's trash.
That one? Is it good? I haven't seen it.
It's trash.
And then, because Guts kind of held his own against,
yeah, he did. He did so
like, he did.
Not really, he just cut his sword.
No, Zod was like, holy fuck, you
and
are
he stabbed
so
him,
fair.
but still, he was like, it wasn't anything to him really.
Yeah, because he's just too OP.
But
it's like,
he literally said that no one's like stabbed me in like 1,000 years.
And he was like gassed. Yeah, it was bad.
Like who was strong as Guts?
The last person to do that was definitely Skull Knight. Definitely.
Yeah, surely.
Didn't even think about that, eh?
The rivals.
But
yeah.
And then
that's sick. How they're rivals.
I think Guts did something because then he got slammed into the wall, and then Griffith rocks up, and that's when they did their double team, which was fat. And that's what the whole Casca thing was like.
Yeah.
Griffith like putting himself in danger because he saw Guts there, and he just like lost his head and ran into Guts, which is just like wasn't the smartest option. Obviously, like down the option, but like Griffith, like when like they keep saying, it's like when it comes to Guts, Griffith loses that cool composure, which is like obviously we know later on that comes like from the card. I think it's cool that they had those running themes. It's like because sometimes there's like twists and you're just like that came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it's not like that with Berserk. They do it really subtly and they're like kind of slowly.
It's like when it happens as well. You're like, oh, I should have seen that coming, low key.
We'll get to it again, but the Eclipse. Until the last second, I was like, no.
I was like,
surely looking back, I'm like, you had to know, but I just didn't want to. I denied it. I was like, no, that won't happen.
Because especially because before then, he's viewed as such a different person.
Yeah, I know, it's fucked.
He would be.
Bro, it's fucked. But like,
no, but
that is him.
Always been about his dreams. And that's the thing that's like.
You wouldn't.
That's why he's so good, man.
Yeah.
He's so good.
I really didn't. Honestly, I didn't think I could sacrifice everyone.
I did. That's what
I didn't think that. I was like,
I didn't think. It's not even like.
I'm so butthead I already knew about it. I watched the anime in like 2015.
I didn't think that he would kill Guts. I didn't think he'd do it.
Wait, you didn't?
But he would.
He would have gone to. He would have. Yeah, definitely.
He said sacrifice. He was like
sacrificing Guts.
And that's what I thought. I was like, anyway, we're skipping real line.
Yeah, it's so fucking.
You can do an episode. You could do an episode on the Eclipse.
Oh, you could.
Yeah, this is a big. Like, I feel like this would last. We've got a lot to talk about.
It's already 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like a quarter through, pretty much.
Not a quarter. No.
Yeah.
So much.
Bro, the Zod, like, even in the anime, that's like episode 6.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's at most 8.
Anyways.
But, Griffith coming into Zod, and then
their tag team was sick.
And then if you go left or go right,
boss. That was so
best bros of anime.
But then it was just wigged out when it was just
they were.
No.
They were the best bros of anime.
Yes, they were. No, I don't. I'm
literally
who, bro?
Luffy and Ace?
No.
Okay, Rainbow?
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No.
I've been so many people. I've been so many.
There's not a single person.
There's only one duo that
you
is.
remember the message I said to you?
Yeah.
Because before I knew about the Eclipse and everything, I literally said to Chase, "Oh my god, they're the best duo, hands down."
Legit, because like this is
that's Sasuke and Naruto versing versing
there's
in
no
Naruto,
like friendships. We're talking about like in terms of like friendships.
Yeah, the whole series is based on their friendships.
Friendship, their rivalry.
Yeah, and they were friendship rivalry.
They hate Sasuke hated Naruto.
Yeah, but it was different at the end.
At the end, at the very end, the last chapter,
after they nearly killed each other.
It was fair. And okay,
bro, the Naruto Sasuke rivalry was
other people that's better than that.
Oh, there is.
Goku,
Part 7 JoJo's way better. It's the best. It's so good. I literally have a boner thinking about it right now.
Goku and Vegeta's friendship.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Hate each other and then they like formed a friendship.
No, that sucks. Actually, it doesn't suck. It's actually pretty good. It's more so a rivalry though, not a friendship.
Because he's the only one.
Friendships are completely different.
The only Saiyan after the kids and the other one.
Yeah. And also
and then the other one.
all the other ones.
Yeah, somehow there's so many came into it.
But like, yeah, legit, because like one thing that I just like loved about like all of the Golden Age arc is just like that relationship that everyone has within the Band of the Hawk. Because like you could feel their relation. Because like you guys definitely, like, Stitch I already knew, but like you guys definitely thought that they were going to be like boys forever, surely.
Man, I did not see the
much.
eclipse coming
Exactly.
at all. It took me
like their relationship is just like so amazing. They're like literal best friends.
like rewatching it. There were so many hints to it. Like
there were legit. That's why it's so good. Like watching, reading it back.
And I when I saw them, like when I watched it the first time, I was like, read it for the first time. I saw the hints, but I just was like so like. I just didn't want to believe he would do it.
You're like, it's definitely going to be in the protagonist's favour, man.
We'll get to that later. We'll talk about the rest of it.
Okay, well, let's talk about the 100 Army, or is there anything else?
Yes,
before then the boys rock up and fire the crossbow at Zod, and then Zod sees the his necklace. We should probably describe what the necklace is. Or do you think we should get that later?
No, we could describe it now.
So
it's basically an egg with a fucking facial features scattered around.
Everyone watching this know already? No one's gonna
probably, but like...
Oh yeah, they should. We don't have to describe anything.
I mean, well, it's an egg. But like, it's like Griffith had the crimson one, it's red. Which is crazy.
Oh, I didn't realise that it was to a particular...
Yeah, true. Yeah, like, you haven't seen the anime yet, eh?
No, I didn't know.
I don't think you see other Baelids though.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
But like, still, there's only the specific crimson ones, you know, the red ones. They're not all red.
Yeah, I didn't know they're red. Anyway,
and yeah,
so then after
green,
Zod,
blue.
obviously, like that's when like Griffith was like injured. Remember, like and Gus was like fine like the next day, and Griffith was like in a hospital and like all the
legit.
coming in and like being like and trying like suck
and he's
his
like
dick.
practicing. He's like, why are you practicing already?
And
he's like, no.
But he's literally just Zoro.
That's when Griffith meets the princess for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because he goes to see Guts and then he's just like talking and then
and like Shotgun taking the seat, by the way.
No, you can't. You can't take the seat.
We do that. Oh.
No, you can't do it. No, I shotgun it at the side.
One, we do it every episode. Two, we do it every episode. Stitch, I'm actually going to stand this side so James has to walk over all of us. So,
what are we talking about?
Yeah. What's up, man? Oh yeah, by the way, don't knock into the wall because like my sister's there and she'll be like, bro, what, are they smashing or something? Anaya! Stupid bitch. I'm kidding.
Hey, well,
sorry.
While we're for James, Chase, some new posters.
Oh yeah.
You wanna? They're your posters. I'll let you point them out.
Luffy vs Usopp. This is also my thumbnail for my AMV. That's on G11 AMV, so go check that out, eh? Nice. We got the boys. This is my Spotify playlist cover, like, profile picture. This is Shakewell, Puya, Germ, and Ramirez. Let's go, baby. And we got the GOAT team of all time!
No, I'm not talking about that.
The treble winning team!
One of the GOAT albums.
Suicide Boys.
Suicide. I want to die in your
You got Rooney and Ronaldo. Oh my god!
Stop pointing out the United ones.
You got Rooney and Ronaldo.
Joey, get out of my seat. That's my seat. I shotgun the sheet.
And then you got up.
I scissors paper rock the seat. Joey, get out of my seat.
I got Dwayne Wade and LeBron James.
Hey, Chase.
I'll rock.
You want to swap a beer for some of this?
Fuck yeah.
But only if you agree with me to get.
Yeah, get the fuck out, Joe. Fuck off.
Get out of the seat, Joe. Get out of the seat, Joe!
I mean, I don't know why you're bitching, James.
What do you mean? You shouldn't have even got it last time when you took my seat.
What do you mean? We've done it like every episode.
We've done it twice. This is the second time. This is the second time we've done it.
We just need to get on with this episode.
Yeah, exactly. Quick, Joe, quick.
I'm kidding.
Quick, Joe, we gotta...
We'd never cut anything out in front of you guys, don't worry.
The timing is bad. Joe needs to get out of the seat.
I thought you were getting a beer.
I thought you were sitting down over there.
I thought you were getting a beer.
I'm gonna trade you one for this.
Do you have a beer up here?
Oh, no, it's down there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'll trade it if you get it, though.
Alright, guys, we're back for another...
seat, bro.
Yeah.
I'll trade it.
Alright, sit.
Oh, come on.
Ready?
Scissors, paper, rock.
You actually have to get out now. That's dope.
Good bitch.
Yeah, good bitch, Joe. Hey, James, watch out!
R.I.P. Shit.
James, you're messing up Kobe's face.
Not Kobe, that's like the one I'd rather not. Fuck.
What about Allen Iverson?
No, so I mean, is Allen Iverson dead?
No.
Yeah.
He's just a goat.
So you think I can pause some? What did I miss?
No, we just talked about the posters. So we're up to where they're all healthy, and then they go back to fight because the white. I
thought we were talking about my posters.
Yeah, they're dead now.
You're kidding.
Because they're all in your life.
What are you doing?
And then what's it called?
What are you doing, Jay?
Yeah, Joe, what are you saying?
You putting vinegar in your beer?
It's water. That's my water.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, you don't want to drink that anymore.
That's so dog.
So you want to say?
Oh wait, was that already beer in it or was it empty?
Yeah.
Just wasted beer.
No, it was empty.
Shit,
Bro, the podcast is running.
Anyways, so
talking.
What was the
Penis.
Midlands main army?
The Midlands. Oh, the fucking bro. It was a sick name.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Iron Chain Knights, was it? Oh no, that was Farnese's boys.
Yeah, no. It wasn't.
The Phoenix.
Ghosts.
Oh no, that was what they were gonna call Griffith.
Yeah, that was sick. The
Anyway,
sickest name.
They
Yeah,
got
bro,
beaten. Beaten by the White Rhino Knights.
Oh,
that's it.
bro, that dude was
That was a
fucked.
sick
Yeah.
battle.
That was sick.
Well, but yeah,
and
so-
then guts through the. I mean,
Well, that
gut.
that's way
what's his
after.
name? Zod. Way after. I thought that was like
Zod.
just after. When Zod threw the sword to guts.
No, that
On
was
the battlefield?
because remember, so the White, because we saw Samson.
yeah,
and
that
what's
was
his
on.
name? Not Samson, but Samson was the brother of.
Right, that guy was a dickhead.
What was his name?
Was that the? I don't know, but was that the guy who's just like, it's fucking stupid little commoner talking to us like this?
Yeah.
He's just like, bro, shut up.
Yeah,
But they go to the war,
Yeah.
and
He's alive,
he's
isn't he?
fighting
Yeah,
Casca.
I think he is.
And I forget what he always says. He's got like his family traditions or something.
Oh, with
It's just
the shield. Isn't what is it? The sword. His family tradition is like, oh, this sword was passed down from my family.
No, but he like always just mentioned his family. He's like,
Yeah.
the torture secrets passed down from the
Yeah.
And it always
It's
just
like, bro, shut up.
he's
You're
just
such a weirdo.
But
Yeah.
he's saying like well, I keep going to skip on a few. But anyways, we'll talk about no, because then he fights Casca, and then obviously Casca wasn't feeling well because she's having a period.
Oh yeah.
And
Bro, forget girls have periods.
The way
And
he
then
said that, she's had a period.
Well, because she loves
Let's go, period.
she loves to G up with guts, but then she's like failing on the battlefield and getting saved by him, but still G'ing up at him. That's what annoyed me about Casca. Anyways.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Guts
though.
comes
It's
in
like,
and cuts up and saves her again, and
Kind
he's
of
just
got a
like,
cop if he says you're
yeah,
lying.
exactly.
Can't talk
That's
shit.
why annoying me. It's like, just like constantly saving. And then because she got bitched by him. Obviously, she's like way stronger when she's actually just like not way stronger, but she's stronger when she's like healthy. But obviously, she got kind of slapped up a little bit, and then Guts is just like, then she just like passed out, didn't she?
No,
She was like
passed
falling off the cliff. Yeah.
Wait, did she pass out of cliff?
Yeah,
Or
I
did
think she passed
She didn't
out,
get
yeah.
hit or anything because Guts. And then while
Dang.
Guts was like running to grab her, he gets shot by an arrow.
Yeah, fuck.
And then falls off the cliff.
So,
and like
yeah.
protects her with an arrow in him. It's like
and
she has the audacity to yell at him when she wakes up.
Oh.
And then he has to like
gave her clothes.
Well, no, they
his
stripped
clothes.
naked and he had to sleep together.
Bro,
to get
and it was like, remember back in the day
Survival
when they
tactics
first
101.
met and like she had to sleep with him and like call back to that Lamau.
Yeah.
Now Guts having to return the favor. Bro, that was the fucking
And
fairest
Guts
battle.
doesn't let
when-
anyone touch him, which was fat because he was like
Yeah,
letting
legit,
Casca
yeah.
touch him because.
Bro, that was so fat. He was just there in the little
Yeah.
tree trunk, and he's just there like looking all
Holding a-
grumpy and shit. He's just like,
Holding the sword and
Yeah.
holding his girl. And,
Yeah,
and,
bro.
Yeah, like no one's gonna.
Yeah,
come
that's-
down.
yeah.
bro, literally
Wow.
as soon as that happened, I was like, yes,
Yeah.
these kinds of definitely smashed.
Yeah,
actually.
I'm not hit me in a spot. I was like romantic spot. I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah.
And then he opened. Did he open up to her then?
No, she opened up to him.
Oh yeah, with like the shit about
pretty much
Griffith,
what I just said,
like
about, like,
fucking
yeah,
scratching
scratching
himself and shit. That was fucked. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
That was
sorry,
crazy.
yeah. About
That was-
because Griffith like sold his body to the rich guy.
Yeah.
And, like
And
had
she was-
sex with him, and then.
No,
Which
wait.
so we get.
No,
Yeah.
that was after though, wasn't it?
No,
Because
no,
like
she,
it was.
her parents. She talked about her parents and how they were shit cunts and sold them to a guy that was gonna
Yeah,
rape her.
yeah, true,
and then
yeah.
Griffiths come. That's when
Yeah.
how.
But also it was like when
Fuck. It was
like
just-
there was that scene where like they were like in the river and shit and because like Griffith was just like he
Yeah.
was like really
Was she told at the same time? I think it was in the cave, wasn't it? That she told him this.
yeah it was
Yeah.
and like she was like telling like why she does all this for Griffith and everything and it's
Yeah.
just like she sees like the besides this all like manly like leadership facade and everything he's like as broken as like anyone else because he was having that conversation with her he was scratching him he was like bleeding and he was saying like yeah like my soldiers are still like, there are people dying on the battlefield.
Well,
There was that kid who died as well.
It was the kid.
He had the toy or whatever.
He had the toy soldier. And he was like, my dream was
Yeah.
to become a soldier. And then Griffith's like, he was living his dream. Like that was his dream to be a soldier. And he's feeling that massive guilt where it's just like, and this is.
I could have
that's the
prevented
scene,
this.
That's the scene that gave it away for me. That he was like kind of going like. In the not gave it away because obviously I was the whole time I was thinking.
I thought that scene was like actually amazing. That
It was amazing.
That humanized him
But
so well.
It
That
made
was
his
insane.
decision in the eclipse like you understood why he was doing it because it was like before the eclipse he was having these things where he was like yeah, all these people are dying for my dream, and he just like had to be like, I have to keep going to achieve this dream. Like more lives have to die so that the lives that are already dead haven't gone to waste, kind of thing, you know. And he was like in that mind, but he, as he's saying that, and he's like making sense to himself. He's in like scratching himself and bleeding because he's just like
he does consider them all family.
exactly,
though.
and that's the thing. It's just like he's trying to like tell that to himself to like convince him that like he's on the right path, and that his dream is like still worth it, you know. But it's just like,
but he knows deep down
if he abandons
he's not,
his dream, everyone whose life he's gone to him goes to waste, you know. And he's just like scratching himself because he's actually kind of got himself into this thing. It comes back to the eclipse again, where it's like.
It's so good that everything does
dream,
it.
Yeah, when he started his dream, he may not have known the extent to what, like, you know? It's like, and I remember in the clips, like, he was having a flashback and one of the god hand, like, is flashbacking him, and it's like, there's not a place for children, like, this kingdom that you seek, it requires lives to lay down the stones to walk towards your castle, and it's like, there's no child's game, you know, you gotta be, and that's like, I just thought all that was just,
But Griffith's, like, so actually fat. Insane. Griffith's like amazing.
I thought the scene when Griffiths described, when I was talking about before, Griffiths described, I had sex with this guy so it would save lives so I could spend money I bag on equipment. And then the
Anything
twist is the guy that he slept with was actually the guy of the kingdom, the last kingdom that he invaded for end the war.
Yeah. And then he won back. Well,
wait,
Midland?
Was
it Midland?
No,
I don't think we said that. But yeah, what was it? Was it called Midland?
Midland was the
most indestructible castle.
Theirs was Midland.
No,
I get really confused with all the geography
the other
shit
one
that goes
is,
on in Berserk.
Oh god, what was it?
Yeah,
I've forgotten
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But their troops were fucking OP.
But
the captain was OP.
Yeah.
Was that the Rhino boys?
Yeah, the White Rhinos. But what we've skipped out of is after the
sick
cave.
name.
Yeah. But you know what's funny, I thought as well about them is like, I don't know if the writer was taking the piss, but like, it was always like, the White Rhino something Knights or something like that. And then like the general, again, the guy, I can't remember his name, his title was so long.
Yeah.
The titles were just so long.
Yeah, but those sick
so
names,
funny.
Bro, he was like a fucking
the Governor
beast.
General of the first hand of the White Rhino Knight, Sir Alec. Like, it was just like this long ass name. I was like,
literally, I
like,
saw that cunt like decked out in his arm, and I was like, bro, I actually just don't see how Guts is gonna beat this.
Yeah, their fighting style. Everyone was like wigging out. Like, I can't see their fighting. I was like,
oh, is this versing Samson?
Yeah, when it was versing.
Yeah.
But also the name of that after the whole battle. I'm just gonna skip a bit. We can come back to it. But after the whole battle, the name that they were gonna give Griffith, the hawk. Yeah. It was like the General Phoenix. It was like some fucking
Silver Phoenix or some shit.
The Silver General Phoenix.
That shit is
that was the sickest name. It was the sickest name.
And bro, literally, it was like, was that like in the ballroom? And shit, like after this, the smile Griffith gave to Guts was incredibly wholesome. He's just there like
the smile Guts gave back to Griffith,
bro. It was oh my god, bro! Literally the best bros. They're the best.
We'll get to that. Because that's a fat scene I was going to talk about later.
I can't believe what happened.
The 100-man battle like starts off obviously.
Right,
like,
that was
Guts and Casca. This was like one of the most
insane. That wasn't in the anime either, was it?
Yeah, it was. Oh, you better believe it was, man. They're walking through, and then
I want to watch that episode tonight, to be honest.
Yeah, it's fat. And then an arrow comes out of nowhere, and Guts takes it, and like Casca doesn't even know that. Oh no. I think he like blocks an arrow or something. But like Casca never knew that he took an arrow for her when they're on the mountain and stuff. And he was still like injured from the arrow, obviously, because like he just got shot like a day before.
Yeah.
And then he gets shot by a few more arrows, like defending Casca, because like Casca can't defend herself because she's being a liability.
She's also on a period.
Still wants to abuse Guts and say that he's like annoying and all this stuff, and he's like taking all these arrows for her. And then I just thought it was so fat that it was just like Casca was like, you know, she's having this G up, and then she was saying like, oh, like I'm Griffith's sword and all this stuff, and then she was like, oh, like I'll stay here to protect you, Guts, and Guts is like, do you really want to die here?
Yeah,
is this where you
legit.
die?
Yeah.
And it's just like, not me. He's like,
Guts is the
as you said,
fucking
like,
man.
he's like, as you said,
Guts is
like,
actually
maybe
the
all
man.
I know is me and my sword,
Yeah.
but that's enough. He's like, you need to return to your sheath, and he's like, take it, and he just being
Damn,
such
Joe,
an
you
horrible-
really remember a lot.
Yeah, man. Details.
And he's
Right,
going
right,
into
right,
battle,
again.
and then he's like, I remember he's like, he's fighting the 100 people, and like she's running away, and he just like, the sickest thing was just like when he loses consciousness. Like, I don't know if you remember, but he's like fighting people, and he's like thinking about these things, like, oh, like, he's like leaving the hawk, not leaving the hawks, but he was like thinking about the hawks and stuff as he's fighting, and then he just goes like, no, I can't think about this, like, all I need to think about is just swinging my blade and all this stuff, and the rhythm, and then it slowly dies out, and then it's just like, that's when he wakes up after, like, obviously, it pages out to what Casca's doing, comes back. And he just said, he's like, yeah, I blacked out, and I don't know what happened. He just killed everyone, because he just goes into the mode, and this is what, like, I love about Guts, is like, his character when it comes, is like, the reason I think he fights sometimes, obviously, because he's taught, like, if your sword, you can survive, and that's good enough. But, like, he can just forget about all his problems when he's fighting. When he's fighting, he just clears his head, and that's when he feels, like, the most free, and kind of himself, is because that's what he's used to. And he's just, I just thought that was so sick. And
That's just the best, bro. That's just actually the best.
Bro, Samson's like, that's right, before
He
Casca
doesn't
runs
kill
up, Samson's like doing like all those like mad.
Oh, bro, fuck
ball
Samson.
things.
I
And he's
remember
just, like,
Samson
Guts
now.
is like smacking it. Guts is smacking away all his like
Bro, he was
the
such a
ball
bitch.
thing. Remember, and then he's like, he's smacking the ball away, and then the Samson's brother, the commander, was just like, oh, look at this guy. He can't even. He's like, Samson's attacks are so strong and fast. Like, Guts can't even dodge, and Casca's just like, oh no, he can dodge. The only reason he's just taking all these blows and risking his sword is because he's trying to save me. And he's just standing there, and he's just like copping, like, and his sword's getting blunted and all this stuff because he's like taking these massive swings on. He could easily just dodge and cut Samson, and then instead I'm pretty sure he breaks the thing by cutting it with his sword, and then like cuts Samson.
And
Samson.
there's like one swing, isn't it? Was it the one swing he gets him, or was it breaks it and then swings him?
No, there was something like it was I don't think it was. Oh no. Yeah, one thing I remember what you talk. I know what you're talking about. I don't know if it was once.
But I do remember it was sick though when it cuts off to Casca and then the guy's following her and she's about to get raped and she's like, fuck, I'm done, and she's like, not yet. Grabs fucking like a stick and stabs the guy in the eye.
He's like, oh, you're not even gonna resist? Oh, that's no fun. Come on, struggle a little bit. Bang! Just puts some thing to his head.
Cop that.
Bro, Guts is the most clutch human of all time.
Well, that was Casca, not Guts, but cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, Stitch.
Just remember we talked about, we said Casca?
Yeah.
We named her
Casca was getting
Casca.
raped.
Oh.
Yeah, do you
Yeah,
think
nice.
Guts?
Sorry, I've read the new shit recently, so.
Fucking give. Yeah. And then, no, Casca
I'm
got
just gonna drink
saved.
your Kraken real quick. Okay.
Casca got saved though.
Yeah, she got saved. She's again saved again. Casca is actually a liability.
No, she's not.
In the golden age,
Because she was on a period.
Yeah, that she was a liability.
She-
that
she
point.
was-
Okay, Casca is
she did
definitely
smack
the
up.
third strongest person.
Yeah,
in
she
the
is.
band.
No, without a doubt. No,
For sure.
It's not even a debate. They
She's
say it
no
multiple
liability,
times.
man. Come on.
But like a lot of the time, she has been a liability.
Yeah.
She's crushed up a few times, but
It's just menstrual problems, bro.
I do like Casca though. I do like her.
Bro, she's
Yeah.
like the best,
I
second
just have
best
a few-
female in all of anime and manga.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah,
I've got a
who's
few, I've
better?
got a few problems with her. I
Nami?
prefer Robin. I prefer.
What? Nami?
Yeah.
No way.
Pretty yeah.
No way.
And bro,
Nami's
like,
cool, but like,
Yeah.
nah.
I mean, like,
Barney's
it'd
is
be
the
close.
best.
I don't-
Barney's
I
is
don't
the
think
best
it's-
girl
It's
in
like,
all
yeah, I
of
mean, I
manga
feel
and
like
anime.
you're just judging too quickly without thinking about
What do
it.
you mean judging
I think
too quickly?
Nami's a
I've
sick
read
character.
all of One Piece twice.
Yeah, I think.
I
she's
know
sick.
everything about Nami.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty
good.
fucking annoying sometimes.
She's not that annoying.
But she's the secondary captain of the Straw Hats, so... She is. Bro, what does Zoro do? What does Zoro do? What does Zoro do? He sleeps.
She's a
I can't believe he do anything.
She's a secondary captain.
She's pretty much, she's the one who organizes everything.
Okay,
Even
even if
she acts more of a captain than Luffy.
She's a secondary captain, and
No, I'm talking in a hypothetical.
Okay, you don't
think-
think she's better than Casca if you think she's a secondary leader of the
What do you mean? What is
Straw
that?
Hats?
What is that? What is that?
That should
What is
definitely
being a?
give her props. And
Yeah.
first of all, she isn't though.
Why
It's
does-
definitely Zoro?
It's 100%.
But like, what does Zoro do?
If when it comes to the clutch, Zoro would clutch.
So Zoro
no
fights.
Doubt, no doubt.
No, but yeah, okay, but he
Zoro fights. Is that what you're saying? That's all you're saying. That's all you're saying.
All I'm gonna do is
see, you're speechless.
No,
exactly.
that's not all you're saying.
That's all you're saying.
I'm speaking as you're going to James.
Yeah.
Oh, you're speechless.
I'm
He's
waiting
just
for
letting
him.
me speak, mate.
So
You took your time.
stop interrupting him, mate.
Yeah, thank you, James.
Sorry, mate.
Just
So
stop interrupting him, mate.
What about when
It's still interrupting.
Shake my head.
Good meme though, right there.
Yeah, no.
Anyways.
Respect.
What was that?
Oh, shit. I did it again.
Always.
Yeah. So Berserk.
Yeah, and then Cassie goes off and Guts
Oh,
kills
wait, what was it about
Samson
Zoro?
and 100
Oh, see, we're already an hour into this.
Yeah. And,
But I am right,
Yeah,
so.
Guts getting.
We'll talk about it later when it's not rolling.
Later.
Later.
I'm
What do you
mean? Yeah, go on.
I'm James.
And then
What are you saying, man?
Yeah, what are you saying, man?
I'm done. You guys go. Yeah, I'm just gonna interrupt one of you and talk.
Cool.
No.
So Zoro, he takes on 100 guys.
Yeah, that was sick.
And he gets that red.
Call back to
right.
call back to the actual Berserker, like the real life Berserker, and the story's called Berserk.
And this is after has a war, gets shot by an arrow, falls down a cliff.
Yeah.
This is just like
Straight up, Guts
common
can
shit.
Guts
Yeah,
can,
just
Guts can
cop it.
take on the hits of lethal which
And
against
I
And
think
I think
how OP was.
Yeah.
Huh? What do you say?
We'll get to that. Sorry. Yeah.
In the anime as well.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So. Don't. The thing else was
fucking
when
bitch.
when he's fighting the 100 men. Actually, no, this wasn't the 100 men. This is later. I'll save it for the next war.
Yeah, I want to talk about the criminals.
I literally don't remember what happened in that war.
criminals and the.
Was that with the Rhino Knights? Is
Yeah,
that
the White Rhino
I
Knights,
still
versus
I
the
forgot
general.
Stitch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want to reread Golden Age. To be
Oh, mate,
honest.
it's
So good.
It's fat, man.
Just watch the anime. Oh, actually,
Yeah,
no.
that's so fair.
Nah,
I
read
know.
the manga. The manga's so much better than
What? What's that funny?
We're just like, oh, it's fat. It's like, I know.
Wait, Joe, can you find my apple juice for the boys? I want
Bitch
good
me.
bitchy. Yeah, good bitch.
Good bitch.
Good bitch?
Good bitch.
Good bitch me good bitch my good bitch.
Good bitch. Good bitch. Good bitch.
Wait, what?
So yeah, okay.
Yeah, so then after that,
That
then what happens is they go back, and then Guts is talking to Casca, because they go back to like all the group, and the group's like, oh, I'm so happy that you... So the group comes and sees Guts, and he's like lying in a tree, and there's 100 dead men around him. They're all
Bro,
waking up,
that was
like,
the sickest
what the
fucking
hell?
panel I've
surely,
ever seen.
Surely he can kill all these people. And then they like
Guts
Casca,
is like-
then Casca like goes up to her and she's like, Guts, you okay? Guts, you okay?
Oh my
He's like,
God,
"Leave me alone." He's like,
Get the fuck off
yeah,
me.
he's just like, the shaking is not helping the wounds.
Yeah.
He's like, shaking me is not helping the pain.
And she's just like,
oh my God. And she
yeah.
hunts him and he's like, oh, get off me.
Bro, that was the beginning of the Guts and Casca relationship.
And then they carry him back to the camp
So
and
good,
Guts
man.
is
It's
like,
the best.
let
It's
me
actually the
alone,
best
let me carry you to
relationship.
camp. And they're like, no man, you gotta like, and he's like, no, fuck this. And the doctor then sees his wounds, he's like, bro, how are you still alive? Like, you cannot battle the next battle.
It's
And then he's like, no, I'm going to anyway, I don't care. You're
Yeah.
not gonna listen to me.
I always thought that like the Mikasa and Eren relationship was like, oh,
Bro, it's
and that was
not,
like,
there's
like
no
kind of like a
relationship.
I reckon.
Bro,
that,
especially
like, is.
Sakura and Sasuke.
Anyway,
I actually said
like,
that on Twitter and I got props by people. Just saying. Just flexing.
Yeah, but that's obviously
Okay.
a thing though.
Wait, what?
They married each other, had a kid.
Bro, that was retarded. Why did they... There was no, like, relevance to that at all.
They did do it though.
Yeah, but that was stupid.
They did do it, though.
What was stupid about it?
Because Sasuke
Yeah,
did
exactly,
not
yeah.
show any type of emotion
And
towards
then-
it at all.
that's
And then in Boruto, we find out Sasuke just left her.
Yeah,
after
legit, we
having a
don't
kid,
find
'cause he's like,
anything out before, like, after that.
well,
And he just marries
being
her
a little
and
bit
smashes.
mentally damaged, and who knows what's going through the thoughts of a man that's his brother killed the whole clan. And his father and mother. I mean, like,
So?
he's
He still
mentally
didn't
damaged.
show- he still
You
didn't
can't be
rape
human.
Sakura.
You can't be human if you're mentally damaged. That fuck.
Yes, so?
Anyways, we don't need to talk about Naruto.
That's not what I'm... That's not
We don't need
what
to
I'm
talk about
saying.
Yeah,
Naruto.
well, it's kind of similar to what you're saying.
Not
Falls
really.
down the same line.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Sasuke and Sakura relationship is fucking retarded and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
make any
Because
sense.
you're going through a mind of someone who's fucked up. Sasuke's fucked up.
So you think one day he was just like, oh, fuck it.
Well, no, he's got sexual urges. she's fit.
I don't know. He doesn't seem to have showcased.
Well, he's
anything.
pretty focused on hating Naruto.
He had more of a sexual interest to Karen, it seems.
Loki.
We should probably. Well, he literally killed her, but he was gonna kill Sakura.
She was like, man, that's Loki so hard.
He was actually gonna kill Sakura as well. Actually, that's a bit strange.
Bro, he should have fucking killed Sakura.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Loki.
He's fucked up.
Fuck Sakura. One of the worst.
I really kind of rated Sasuke's vibe of how like fucked up he was. I kind of.
Oh yeah, same. I hated him at first, but towards the end, I was like, I can kind of resonate with him.
Yeah.
Because fucking Naruto's just annoying cunt.
Anyways, enough about Naruto.
Bro, we should do a Naruto episode sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Loki.
After this Berserk episode. Do you guys remember what happens next? Or should I just
Yeah, like when Naruto fought Right?
This guy thinks it's funny.
Yeah, it's just fucking bad.
Alright, so what were you saying?
Where were we? I don't know where we were.
I thought it was sick how the plan on attacking that big fortress. I think I might be skipping some. Yeah, if you want to go on before that.
There's a little bit before. It's just that's when it's really important because Guts tells Casca the first time that he's thinking of leaving the crew.
Oh.
But he tells
the crew.
The crew.
What?
He's sitting up there,
leaving the
on
straw
the
hats.
tree, holding. Because remember, Casca comes over. She's like, "Why are you here?" He's like, "Yes, it's a lot colder up here than down
That's
there."
right.
And he's talking about the fires. And he's like, "Yeah, like they've all got their own individual dreams."
It's emotional.
And it comes into the massive bonfire of Griffith's big dream. And
But
then
that
he's
was so
and
sick.
then I'm here, and I don't have a flame. And then he's like,
And Griffith's too busy talking to like.
No, because Griffith was away.
Yeah,
So-
he was talking to all the high
Yeah, he
ups
left, and then he came back, and that's when the convo got interrupted. Yeah, you're right, and then he went down to that.
So that was the first step of like people thinking like Griffith is like really focused on that shit, not us.
Yeah.
And it's like he's really focused on up there instead of like
It was also the fat moment when Cassia like goes up to Griffith. She's like, "I'm sorry, it's all my fault." And she's like complaining, and then Gus just like pushes her.
Oh,
into her.
doesn't he slap his ass? Didn't she slap her ass?
No, I'm pretty sure he just.
Oh, he does it after though. Do you remember he does that? I think he slaps her ass. No, he definitely. Bro, there's a literal panel I saw yesterday of him slapping her ass. Actually, I want to look it up because I want to know when that was. I think it might be after they smashed. By the way, spoiler, they smashed. And that was the best smash I've ever seen in my life.
It was
way better than porn. I didn't even wank to it. I just like.
You showed self-restraint for once in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's hard in self-isolation.
So that battle when they were attacking the
What do you mean?
No, but
I mean, it wasn't that good of a bitching. I didn't feel that bitched.
Oh, it's just I don't know. I didn't know you were on that hentai shit.
Hentai?
Yeah. Because that's what it is. Yeah.
I mean, like, at least it's normal hentai, not gay hentai, James. You fucking cretin.
No, you're just making absurdity.
What do you mean, Joe? You were there.
You
were there,
James,
Joe.
man.
You walked up on my phone.
fucking bastard.
Yes, you do.
What is it? 6969?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes. What do you know? Of
She knew
course.
that.
I didn't know that.
She did.
It's an easy guess though.
Oh, shake my head. Yeah. So moving on.
So they had the war, the war chamber meeting where they're all like, all the nobles and the king are like discussing the next.
Before they go into that's in the tent in front of the base.
It's just like they're discussing before. I don't know where it is.
Good, because
they're just discussing beforehand. Like,
I think it's like the army's like tented outside off.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
it's like they're in a castle like a tent. Yeah, and then but like I think they're just discussing because like they're saying that there hadn't been. So Midland is where they are, but I don't know where the other place is called. But like that place has that fortress that is impenetrable.
Yeah, the three.
And, and I think White Tiger Knights or something
that
like
was
that.
sick.
I think that's the name.
That was definitely.
Midland.
Was it Purple Tiger Knights? Nah, not purple.
It was a purple rhino.
Yeah,
it was purple rhino. Yeah, that's right.
White tiger, purple rhino. Okay, we got it in the end.
Bro, both of those just made way sicker.
Because it was the same battle. It was the same battle as the rhinos they faced. Yeah, the same.
The white tigers were defeated by the purple rhino. Oh my god!
It was the
we
rhinos.
skipped the whole the hunt.
What hunt?
The hunt where the assassination, and oh my god, we skipped so much stuff.
I thought that was like when they tried to assassinate Griffith.
Yeah,
I thought that was after.
No, that was
after
before.
the 100 men.
That was well
they
before.
tried to assassinate him after. And
No, I guarantee you.
We did watch it the
not
other
the
day.
not the ball. No, not the ball.
You know when the poison arrow?
Yeah, the poison arrow, and then
the fucking prejudicial bitch ass.
That would have been before. Yeah,
that was,
yeah.
And you know, that was before the 100-Man War. That's what this before.
But so Oh wait, no, actually,
Pretty much
right,
the-
that's definitely after.
It was definitely before.
No, I was thinking of
because there was the general.
Yeah.
Who,
The dude that was just being a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Like when they first met.
Legit.
Fuck that guy.
And so
bro.
he was the one that planned the assassination.
Yeah.
And then Griffith, and we'll breeze through this because it's not super important. But yeah,
They got the dude.
Griffith
the
like sees him.
specialist.
Yeah, Griffith sees him. He's like, yeah, I know that was him. And then he tells Guts, he's like, yeah, I need you to go and kill him. And he's like, remember this
Was that
assassination.
actually like before the 100 men thing?
But assassination was cool.
Yeah.
Bro, that was so crazy with the kid. I thought he was going to be like a prevalent character as well. Well, it's the son of someone else.
But it was the cousin
Son
of the
one
girl that he
of the
and then he
princess.
fucked. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
So it was
Bro,
the
that- yeah.
no,
Because he didn't
that
want to
was-
fight
that
or
was-
anything.
He was the uncle, so she was the cousin to
Yeah,
the
she's
boy
a
that
cousin.
died.
That's
Yeah.
fucked.
Bro, that was fucking crazy. Because like that kid was just like he was just like a
that
normal
was
kid,
scary.
bro. He was like he just didn't want anything to do with like
Yeah.
battles and everything.
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
wanted to
His
live
dad
like
was like
a
harsh.
chill
That's his
life.
face when he saw what he
Bro.
did.
Yeah, he was
Because he
bothered.
saw the kid and,
Yeah,
and
and
he
he was
killed
like,
him,
I'm
and he
actually
killed him.
Even though
And
he
then
was a kid,
after,
he just went in and
but
killed whoever
I
was
don't think
watching.
I don't. The thing was the way I got from his facial reactions was I don't think he recognized that it was a kid
Yeah,
until
yeah.
after he
Yeah,
killed it.
yeah,
yeah.
And that's the thing because he was in battle
He
mode.
saw someone
That thing was like
watching-
we're saying.
He was like,
"Man,
if I get caught, I'm
he
fucked."
blanks out. He just kills people, and and there's the whole berserk thing. It's
Yeah,
like,
it was
and he
like-
just looks up. He's like, "Look what I've done! I've killed a kid."
It's just
an
like
innocent
it's just
kid that
like
he was
I have to
watching
kill. It's just like he's like noticing a shadow, like seeing me. I've got to kill this person before he tells someone before they tell
Yeah,
people. It's
yeah.
like it's got to be like, which is fucked. Because
And it was
if
so
he did it
sad,
though, if
yeah.
he didn't, then everything wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Because everyone would have known.
And then it's so. And
like,
then
fuck.
that's when he's going, and then he's like all bloodied up, and he's like going to see Griffith because he's like Loki fucked in the head because like I just killed a kid and stuff. And he's like going to. I think he was like going to like talk to Griffith, and that's when he overheard the conversation of Griffith being like, "Oh, the only person that I consider an equal."
So that was
is-"
before the 100 men thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wick
it's
out.
cooked.
I was
Actually,
thinking-
no.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
after.
surely
It was
it's
before
not-
they attacked the main place.
Because like that's after he leaves.
before
Yeah,
that,
it must be
it was
before they
after-
attack. It must be before they attack them.
But like that's
because
next
they were-
anyway, so sure.
Yeah.
so maybe
because
we
they
are
were-
on track. Maybe yeah.
Wait.
Fuck it, we'll just talk about it now.
Fuck,
Eh?
it's confusing.
Because
eh?
this is like actually one of my favorite parts in like the whole thing. Just that
Yeah.
whole like, because like because like with the
yeah,
It
No,
was-
no,
it was-
no,
no,
it was
no,
before,
no,
it was before
no,
the
no,
100
no,
thing.
no, it was
Because
after.
they were healing from Zod.
No.
Yeah,
No. I tell you why it's after.
Because it was after they took over Midland
because
and everything.
That's when she gave. Actually, no, that was after as well.
It was after.
It was.
no, but they were
before
celebrating
the
like
battle when they fell down the cliff.
so
400 men. It was after Zod.
Zod.
It was after Zod. Before.
No.
After Zod, they were recovering, and that's when Griffith met the princess, and then
Yeah.
after that, the
And then that's when all the spidery happened.
yeah, but like didn't they wasn't that ball in celebration because they won
that was
back
after.
Midland?
That was after.
no,
so-
there was second ball. There's two balls.
Yeah,
There's only
but like the
one
one when he
ball.
talks about the
There
shit
was
to
the-
the princess.
There was the ball where Griffith was talking to the
Yeah, this is mindfuck, bro. There's so much in this. There's like 90 chapters in this
Anyway,
arc.
let's
Yeah.
screw the order because
Fuck.
the audience knows
Yeah.
the order.
Let's just talk about
this
that
is
fucking.
cooked. We're talking about 90 chapters in one podcast. This is pretty fucking cool.
I reckon we could do this. It's like it's kind
We're
of
too
easy.
far away from the
Yeah,
eclipse. We're like
but
2 bits away from the
We
eclipse.
still gotta hit the fucking battle of the 3 fucking impenetrable castle. We've got to
Yeah,
talk
and
about
then
that.
and then it's the
I
eclipse,
swear
and
the
then
ball
we're done.
happens after that though. I thought that was the major celebration.
the ball was pretty big. The ball was pretty
No,
big
no,
deal.
no, no,
what happened to the
because
ball.
Guts went to the ball, but he didn't go to that ball.
He was
because-
chilling outside
because he
the
was
ball.
killed doing the assassination, which is why.
No. He was at the ball, but then he was chilling outside, and then he did the assassination.
Because there was two. Okay, there's 2 balls, right?
Damn, we should have just read the arc
No.
before this.
I did watch the anime. I can tell you,
I
there's
just read
2
it.
balls.
I mean,
right?
like, I feel like the
don't
anime is
think there's
different.
2 balls.
There's not a ball that we focus on. But the ball the first ball I'm talking about
The
is
first
when
ball,
Guts
yeah.
is Griffith is talking to the princess, and he's like, because he didn't talk to the princess in the second ball. He's talking to the princess and he's saying like, oh, the only person I see as an equal is someone who chooses their own dream over mine. Pretty
Oh,
much
and
is
then
what he said.
Casca and Griffith were downstairs on the stairs.
Casca and Guts were watching.
Guts, yeah, on the stairs,
and they were
yeah.
they're gutsing and listening.
But that
and that's when-
was
that's
insane.
when
I had
hit
something
Guts.
so good written
Right.
down about that in my book, but I can't find it, bro. Oh, I can't believe I've forgotten it as well. I was actually proud of myself for writing that shit.
And then Casca was butthurt. hearing.
Bro,
that.
she was really butthurt.
She
Bro,
was.
Guts was fucking butthurt.
Guts is the most
Because like it
butthurt.
relates to the assassination shit as well. Because like
because
it's like with his like he's not really seen as an equal. He's used for these assassination plots and everything.
And then he's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah,
why am I killing children for this man's dream? Like, and because he's like, I've never followed someone's dream, and all of a sudden I'm following this person's dream, and I'm doing these things where I'm like, is this even right? Like,
and like he thought that he was like, he didn't think he. Well, yeah, actually he did think that he was like an equal to Griffith because like they were both on like the same level, and then like
and then he realizes like I'll never be an equal in Griffith's eyes as long as I serve under him. And at the end of the day, Guts, all he wanted to do at the end of the day was be seen as an equal in Griffith's eyes. He just because
he just wanted to be his own person as well.
But like Guts and Griffith, like they feed off each other. They need each other, and Guts needed Griffith's approval, and Griffith just needed Guts.
Yeah.
But to get Griffith's approval, Guts needed to be his own person, which goes against what Griffith needs. It's just like fucking. Anyways.
Yeah, but into the battle though, when they attacked a big fortress, I thought it was so sick that Griffith stood up to this big table. A guy who's like. They thought, okay, they all thought lowly of him because he wasn't a noble. Stood up on this table, and then he said this plan, and then some of them were just like, what? You're not a noble? Like, what? And then one guy was like, no, let's hear him out.
Yeah, he did.
Said this plan. The plan was fat. Using attacking with the horses to create a dust cloud from the horses to then sneak in quickly before the guns could realize they were there, to then the guns could arm, so then they just flanked him entering the castle, fucked him up.
Bro, Griffith is like
crazy.
insane, bro. He's the best. He's literally the best to ever do
That's so smart.
Oh my god,
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah, that is what happened.
I don't think he discussed the plan in the meeting, but I remember one fat thing about the meeting was that like the fact that I thought like because Griffith's like. So the king goes to Griffith, he's like, can you take the wall? And he's like, yes. And everyone's like, preposterous, like, you can't do that. He's like, and then they're like, to the king, they're like, oh, we should not risk all of Millard's army on some, like, non-noble guy's plan. Like, and then Griffith's like, oh, I don't need the whole army. I just need my band of the horse. And they're just like, the band! And they're just like, cheering up even harder. And they're like, this is ridiculous.
And like, this guy's undefeated.
And that's when the guy comes in, and the guy's just like, hey, like, it doesn't affect the kingdom. Like, if the Band of the Hawk want to take it on themselves and try to capture this land, why don't we let them? They're not part of our army. They're just a band that we hire. So, like, let them risk their lives.
And
then Griffith just does it, and they're just like, bro, what?
One thing I'm curious about is, like, when did Griffith, like, burn all those cunts down, Like, when he burned the house down, or whatever the fuck?
So, this is after...
that's after, because
that's the second ball. That's the second ball.
Yeah. So was that like within the conversation of like Griffith saying he has no equals? Was it that?
No, that's what I'm saying. There's two separate balls. That was the first ball. The second ball is that what happened.
Yeah, because Griffith was only invited to the first ball. I'm pretty sure.
I needed clarification.
That's the second. That's the second ball.
This is the second one.
Yeah,
Griffith was only invited to the first ball. And
he was the only one, and everyone was
to the second one.
Exactly.
But then but that leads to the battle where Casca was versus rematch.
Yeah.
And Casca was fine.
Healthy,
but that was a stitch up.
So the second ball was when he did the assassination.
Yeah, but she got poisoned by the guy because
she still won.
Yeah, he won. But he bitched it so hard.
Yeah, because that's his character. But it was so funny where he's just like, this is the secret trade of the... Was it Zoldyck? No, Zoldyk's from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, it is.
What am I thinking?
Wait, what are you talking about?
The old guy's family. I can't remember the family.
Which guy's family?
Oh, the... I don't know why I
can
can remember about the Samsons.
That's so hard, I can't remember it.
I don't remember any of the names from Berserk. There's so many kinds.
He's the only one that I'm passing a blank up on. But he was the one where it's like a pass down. Yeah, legit, 100%. I don't know, like, everyone, like, I can name every single character, but I can't name, like, any. JoJo's characters just go, I know the JoJo's, like, the Josephs, not the Josephs,
I know, like, every ins and outs of every single JoJo's character. I don't think I've rewatched anything more than JoJo's in my entire life.
Yeah, fair. Anyways, and so then they go on to, and Casca gets a rematch against him and clutches up, and that
that is right.
Yeah, and then they took the army, and that's when
They
and then
flagged
so
them as the same
then the
time.
guy that Griffith sold his body out to, the governor, the rich guy, he left the castle.
And he fucked up the plan.
Yeah,
He was the one who
he
fucked it up.
fucked up
That's
the plan.
right.
And he goes out into the battlefield and forces the general to do what.
He's like, everyone capture him alive, capture him alive. And he was like,
And something else about the battle that was fat.
Endlessly.
Yeah, is that like Griffith just got them to charge with like guts straight at the general, which is like usually like you charge like a whole army, like two armies like colliding against each other, but he got them to like go into like an arrowhead, like really
that's
short.
That's what they do. They horsemen attack in an arrow form.
Yeah, no, but they got them like pinpoint to go towards the general, so they broke through the line and guts came up to the general, and they tried to take the general's head in one go.
Was that when Zod gave the sword to Guts?
That was the fight, so that happened after, yes.
Fair.
But like, so he tried to take his head and then he failed, and then General and Guts end up like arcing up each other.
This
fighting.
motherfucker. So it's that motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. And then Guts is like fighting with the General, and because of obviously what happened with the 100-man battle and all that stuff, like especially fighting Samson, where he was like battering like what was pretty much a massive metal ball being swung around with a sword. You imagine the sword eventually will break.
Yeah.
But he's been smacking that for ages, and he comes up against this guy with another big sword.
And
he just hits it, and his sword just breaks at the end of the day, and he's just there, he's just like,
Picks up someone else's sword, eh?
No, but that's what Chase is saying, is that Zod throws a sword from a mountain that he's standing on, and
wait,
lands
what?
next
Is that
to
what
Guts.
happened?
Yeah. That's fully what happens.
So it was the sickest looking sword too. It was fucking fully jewed out diamonds and everything. Bro, I'll try to find that chapter.
I do not remember that.
Bro, it was
I just
so
thought he
sick.
picked up a sword, a random sword.
Like
and he fucked him
Zod
up with
threw
that.
like a massive sword at him,
So
and then
Zod...
and then he gets with that sword, and with one strike with this sword, and which shows you what Guts can do with like a stable sword, cuts the general's thing in half and cuts him, and that's what you were talking about, the one blow where he like cuts through.
Bro, one thing we haven't really mentioned like through this entire conversation is just bro, Guts just like cuts everyone in half.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro, it's actually fucked. Like everyone, every single time he just like cuts some like 3 people at once. Everyone's just there like, bro, this guy is OP.
In real life, if you actually saw someone with a sword cut 3 people with one strike, you'd be like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
The Japanese samurai sword is enough. Was it? I think it's enough to cut through like 2 people or some shit. Was it a real clean cut through one person?
Surely it'd be one person.
I think
2 people is ridiculous.
By the way,
I think it's one person, but yeah, 3 people.
By the way, I found. You know when you said about someone like Guts pushing Casca into Griffith, he actually slaps her ass into Griffith.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah, look. Fully slaps her ass into him.
Yeah, lol. In the anime, they don't do that. So
they would.
I thought it was the back. I was thinking so PG.
Bro, he fully slaps her ass.
It's big.
Kinky yet wingmanish.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Like that.
And so so he cuts the general in half, which is fat, and then after that they look up, and that's when they look up and they see that the general's dead and the castle's been taken over, and everyone's there on the battlefield, like on like not the opposition side, but like what the fuck, like we're fully doomed.
Yeah.
And the general's like, no, you work for me and stuff, and then Griffith comes over and then like they all run away. And he's just there, and he's just like, oh, Griffith, like, and then everyone else goes, it's just him and Griffith, and he's just like, oh, I knew you'd come for me, like I told everyone not to kill you and stuff. He's like, and then Griffith's just like, he says something, he's just like, and then the guy's like, what, you don't resent me, do you? And Griffith's just like,
I don't care.
oh no, I actually have no emotion towards you. You were just a mere pebble stone that I stood over in my journey to get to where I am now. And he just bitches this guy. He's like, you are so insignificant. And I think it's fat as well is when Guts leaves. Obviously, we'll come to it in a little bit. Guts is just like, I'm just another pebble you're stepping over.
Yeah.
But it just shows the difference, like what, like Griffith used that. It's like, you're just a pebble. Most people to him were pebbles, but Guts wasn't a pebble. Guts was a boulder. He was everything. Oh my god, it's such a good story, but I can't.
Bro, Berserk's
so
insane. I still don't know if I like One Piece more.
No,
Berserk is definitely better, but like I probably like One Piece more.
I don't know. I can't go.
Surely.
I don't think anything could ever go for One Piece.
Yeah,
I reckon One Piece.
really,
I like One Piece more, but surely you can agree that Berserk is better.
Bro, it's just those shows like you see as a childhood that it's like you grow up on. Not that I grew up on One Piece, but like
Yeah,
it's
we were
just
like 16.
One Piece is what got me into anime in general. So it's like I can't be like.
Yeah, I can't believe One Piece was like the first thing that we watched.
And
Well, if you can't Avatar Last Airbender.
Bro, I didn't watch any anime until I got up to date with One Piece. So it was like
bad.
You know,
First,
it gets you into it. It's just too good.
You didn't watch Dragon Ball as a kid?
I didn't watch Dragon Ball.
No.
Yeah, I didn't.
I watched Avatar.
I didn't even know what it was till I knew.
Yeah,
what
Chase, you
One
didn't
Piece
watch Avatar last time, but no, it's
Seeps.
fat.
I know it's fat, but
I
like
forgot what
Seeps.
happens. But yeah, and then and that's
Jinx.
that's the end of the war. Cause then he just like kills him, the general.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, whatever.
And then they go to the ball after that.
Oh yeah, look at this,
Yeah.
James.
That's like
the
straight
ball.
after it.
Yeah, that's straight after.
This is Zod throwing the thing.
Oh.
Oh,
Stitch,
shit. Nah, it's
I hate
chill.
doing
I
that.
found it.
Oh.
Yeah, look, there's Zod up there. That's Zod. Scroll down. And yeah, he throws the fucking sword at him.
Just
Wait, how do you know that's Zod?
You can,
It is up. It's up ahead.
Just trust us, not anyone else.
It's like up here?
Yeah, and there's also in the previous chapter.
There was like a previous chapter where they showed a glimpse of Zod, like looking down on the fight. Just trust us, Zod.
Yeah.
Like trust.
I mean, like, who else is it gonna
Why
be?
would-
Exactly. Yeah.
Why would that looks like it does look like a sword? Why would Zod do that though?
Because
Because
he wants. Honestly, I think he's just
well,
like
here's my thing. It's not even a theory.
he's just
I
like
legit think
fattening
this
him
is
up
fact.
for Griffith.
Well, yeah, because he like they're because remember the God Hand said that they can't like manipulate the
Anything
world,
that
but they
happens,
can.
yeah.
Like, well, then sorry, they can manipulate things. They can't control what happens, but they can manipulate the world to make sure that stuff lines up to what it's supposed to. So
Yeah.
these prophecies are fulfilled. That's one of them. They get an apostle. Guts is gonna die. If Guts dies there, they don't take the
guy will
castle.
probably fuck up Griff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They don't take the castle, so Griffith doesn't
Yeah.
get his kingdom. Nothing of that happens. So
Yeah.
they get Zod to give Gus that sword so he wins, and then everything happens like it's supposed to. And that's why the demons, mate, they just control the world. They manipulate everything. They're gods. They're literal freaking gods.
They're
mate.
just all ScoMos, cunt.
Scott, mate.
Shake my
I'm
head.
kidding.
Yeah,
But
but the ball was fucked.
the ball was fucked.
Yeah,
The
ball was
assassination
fucked up.
plan,
Obviously.
and then he
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
And
Casper
the
looking fit
intimidation.
in her dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was, bro.
There was
Gus
a
was
little
like,
button, yeah, there was a little bit of
nice.
a teaser.
Respect
And
that,
then,
slap that
Gus-
ass.
and then Griffith dies at the ball.
Yeah, that was fucked, bro.
Yeah,
He drank
yeah.
the fucking poison.
And
But
Guts
bro, how
goes in
he
his
knew?
cowboy hat, like bossing shit.
Bro, that was
Oh,
sick.
man.
But how he knew it was poison? Do you know how he knew? Do you remember that?
No, he
Nah.
he got the poison. He,
No, do you remember how he knew like it was gonna be poison?
How?
Oh, no,
it was his own poison.
I
He
mean,
poisoned
how
himself.
it was gonna get assassinated. Sorry. Do you remember how he knew?
Yeah, because do you remember?
Because of the guy he was talking to, the bald head
Yeah,
guy.
so he,
Oh, yeah,
he,
yeah,
he,
that's
he,
right.
he locked eyes with him.
he
Yeah.
looked- that was when I was reading that. I low-key shat my pants. That second I was looking at him, I was like,
Griffith's
wow.
got that look in his eyes.
yeah,
and he's
that
like staring him
scared
down.
me a bit. I was
Yeah.
like, what? I've never I don't remember reading something that scared me.
There were some.
I was like, whoa.
panels in Berserk where you just like, cunt. Griffith's like actually fucking crazy. This
Yeah.
cunt's actually insane.
Yeah. And then it's just
That's
like,
fucked.
Yeah,
and then Guts like kills other people. He burns the house down with everyone in
but
it.
that's really fucked up.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucked up. He burns the queen because the queen was in on it. She
Yeah.
didn't
But
want
she
to
was a
know
bitch
more.
though.
Yeah,
She was a
she
fucking
was a bitch.
asshole.
Yeah, and
Killed the
Griffith just
people at the
in
end.
one sweep, he did it.
Yeah.
By the end of that, he'd done it, and that was the thing. That was when Guts was like, "I'm ready to go," because like Griffith, you have your kingdom.
Yeah.
Like you just need to wait.
Yeah.
Get the princess.
It's
you've
just
got your
destiny.
kingdom. You're destined for it.
Yeah.
So
And
like,
he
did
couldn't wait after.
so like, did he leave
Lost
like
his
straight
head.
after that, pretty much?
So he actually Guts tried to leave without telling anyone.
Yeah.
Up in like parties and stuff, and he tried to leave, and Casca was the only one that knew, and she was like trying to talk him out.
Told
of it.
everyone.
Yeah, no, she didn't actually. Like he bumped into
Stitch just got bitched.
yes, he bumped into I've just forgotten his name, the blonde kid that's not the kid, but
Young-
Jude.
Jude.
He's a beast cunt.
And what's his name?
Caucus.
Caucus.
And
He
Pippin,
bumped into
the
those
fucking
two,
big three
and that's
cunt.
when and that's when they both go into the pub and like tell like Guts, like,
Yeah.
they're like, we want you to stay, like why?
Oh wait, no,
Caucus,
that
like,
was
has that rant
yeah,
in
that was just Pippin wasn't there.
No, I didn't say Pippin. I said.
Oh, I thought you said sorry.
No,
I just said they were the big three.
Yeah, they were.
It was the guy that you thought was human, the guy that throws the guy that you thought was relatable, and the guy that throws the knives.
Yeah.
And Guts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caucus
yeah.
and I
Yeah,
just
I'm so
Jude,
bad with the
Jude,
names.
yeah.
Yeah.
I literally just you told me Jude.
I just loved
and then,
Jude,
so
man. He was a beast.
Yeah, and Jude was Jude was a fat.
He was
character.
cool. He
Yeah,
was cool
sick.
as fuck.
And he was pretty much. He said to Guts like, "Follow your dreams." He
Yeah.
was like one of the only people that actually said to Guts like,
He's a Goatus guy.
"Bro, yeah, he was such."
Bro,
a
and he
You're
liked
saying that like no one
Casper in
could
the end.
relate
Oh
to.
man, that's such
I
a.
feel like he's
impressive-
more related. He's more related.
No, I didn't say no one can. I feel like he is the most relatable for
No, he's
like,
not
a lot
relatable
of
because
people.
he's like courageous and stuff. It's like I think what Chase is saying, like Caucus is like he's scared of death, and like a lot of times in like animes or like in movies and TV shows in general, you get these characters that just like seemingly don't fear death, but like there's
He
like
does,
relatable
man.
characters like Caucus.
I'd be him.
Yeah, okay, I get. Yeah, I mean, but like, yeah, but like the way his like ego is.
Yeah,
I feel like that's less of.
No, he's just a cocky dude.
Yeah.
That's just like actually low key a pussy bitch on the inside.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess
there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people like him.
A lot of people like a few different. Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, I don't relate to him because
Yeah.
he's a shit cunt. I'm not, right?
she can't Caucus. And yeah, then Caucus gives a massive G, which was kind of like, it's fair and it's not.
I
thing.
didn't agree with
Guts
anything he said,
is-
but I'm like,
bro, yeah,
bro, a lot of people would, you know.
bro, this is one thing that's like.
Yeah,
Was
it's
Guts'
understandable.
decision to obviously like Guts' decision to leave in hindsight was wrong because it caused everything.
Yeah, it
right.
was, yeah.
But like at the time when I was reading it, I thought Guts was making the right decision.
I know. I reckon he definitely was. It was just like
Yeah, I think it
Griffith
was,
said.
yeah.
Like what Griffith said, I was like, this is what Griffith wants. To be his equal, Guts needs to go out and do this by himself. And then it's just like...
because like you think he's being that independent person like in the Band of the Hawk, but like in actual fact he's technically a pawn to all of Griffith's,
and that's why I'm like,
to Griffith's
what did Griffith
dream and
want?
ambition and everything.
What did Griffith want from Guts? Did Griffith just want Guts to be his pawn forever, or did he actually want to see Guts as his equal? Because I feel like Guts is the only person Griffith could actually.
I don't think he wanted to see anyone as his equal. Though.
I feel like the only person, but the only person that Guts is, and this is the thing, was Guts more of a. Obviously, Guts is more of a pawn than an equal to Griffith, just of what happened. But like how he was.
I mean, but not anymore.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah,
Now they're
not anymore.
Well, now they're really not equals because one's a god and one's a human.
Yeah, I mean they are technically equals in their own respect and like the things that they do.
Yeah.
They're the highest echelon of their category.
Where I'm up to is a bit.
Yeah, what are you up to right now?
Well, Griffith has an army and Guts has just a squad
boys.
with a witch. OP, but fair.
You're
But
gonna
like,
find out what happens,
Bro.
man. Oh.
Wait, so like, what was the last thing you saw though?
the last thing I saw was the enemies that rocked up.
Yeah, no, he's
what?
seen
After the crocodiles and the big thing.
After the
after the
crocodiles?
beach when they go to the castle.
So
He's
you're
seeing
just
all armies
after the beach?
at the place.
Stitch.
So we can talk about the second
Yeah,
thing.
we can still talk about the
Not the
conviction.
third yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the third.
Cool,
yeah.
we'll talk about that in another one.
But before we're diving in on this, I was going to say before,
Yeah, we need to get everything out before we talk about the eclipse.
because
that's
we
just gonna
also
be-
missed the fact that
Yeah,
after he burnt down the house, burnt down the tower, he also Griffith paid all these guys, paid off all these guys,
yeah.
and then he fucked them up, killed them, and then
To
after
be fair, they were
that,
scummy guys.
yeah,
They
definitely
were-
it's fair to cut the ties,
Yeah.
and then after that, he talked to the guy that he had that glimpse to before that I was talking about
Yeah.
before, and Griffith took his child away, and was like, "I'm gonna kill your child if you don't obey, if you don't cop this, and fucking let me burn down the princess and all these other
Yeah.
guys."
Help
Yeah,
me.
shit's
Not even
fucked.
just let me. Help me.
Yeah, which was fucked. But yeah, I thought that was fucked.
And that's when he was like to him, he was like, "How'd you know that I was a traitor?" And he's just like,
this is
"Oh,
good.
when I gave you that look, I knew you had one or two options. One was to cower and serve me, or the other was to defy me." And he's like, "And I knew you would cower or something, or
Yeah,
something like
that's
that."
fucked.
What was
And
he?
then-
Was he a priest?
No, he was just like on the board kind of thing. But then
Wait,
something else
what?
that was fat
You know what I mean?
was
Fair
Guts
blood.
was just like,
You know how many
Oh,
fireballs.
nah, Stitch. That was the last of it.
Guts goes to him and he's just like, "Oh, like shouldn't I kill that guy?" And Griffith's just like, "Nah, like he's just like it's so insignificant. He's just like it's not like a problem. It's just like."
Yeah, legit.
But it did.
But he wasn't.
He wasn't there. To be
Yeah.
fair, that's
The
what he
little
did. Like
bitch
Griffith
ass.
knows. He knows who to control and who to do. He's like he'll probably be useful in the future. Obviously, he wasn't because Griffith kind of gets the ass. But,
Yeah,
actually, wait.
Stitch.
Oh no, can't really see.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah, Griffith-
no.
Bro.
You know nothing. You know
So
nothing.
Griffith gets
Shut up.
pegged.
Just shut up.
Straight up, Griffith gets pegged. Do you want half of this though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we
Are we going to divide up into 1/3? I'm going to divide up into 1/3.
Yeah, so that's crazy, yeah, but that happened and then this.
Thanks, bro.
Alright. So just go have a comb, bro. You don't want any of this.
I don't know, it's probably bad that we're mentioning.
But who cares?
Yeah, fair.
We're just kidding anyway. And they only think JoJo.
Hey, Helen, watch this Deal podcast. Watch every 3 hours.
This
of-
episode.
Especially episode 17. Is this episode 17?
This is episode 17.
Hello guys, welcome to episode 17.
Welcome.
Everyone do a crazy pose for the thumbnail.
Joe, do the pose.
Yeah, look
no.
now. Jojo.
No.
That's definitely gonna be the thing, by the way. Just Joe looking fucking extremely bent.
What's the Joseph Joestar pose from the
Joseph. Oh no, that's Caesar.
Yeah, Berserk.
He's just there like.
Berserk is pretty cool.
No, when he's holding the boss, he was like bang 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 bang, bang and smashing the head.
Oh yeah. He's like, ah, you think you can get me? Oh shit! Oh. He's just like, oh no,
Oh no.
bro. When he's like crawling away. Fuck, James.
I don't know.
James, just watch part 2. We don't even have to watch part 1.
Berserk is crazy. Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing. Can we fucking move on? Because it's like 2 hours in now.
We're on so much to cover.
No, we're not. We're still hasn't
not
left.
even near it.
We have
so much to cover.
So okay, we literally just have Guts leaving and coming back.
We've got Gus bringing Griffith back. We've got Gus getting chased, and then we've got the eclipse.
We've got Griffith getting tortured.
Much. That's so much.
Yeah, legit, it's
that's like the good part.
Well,
like,
let's stop talking about it. Let's just go through
bro,
it.
there's so much.
So yeah.
We're just do a part. I feel like we need a part 2 of this because there's so much stuff.
Nah. Wait, just check how much it is though. But I reckon we could get through it all. Fuck it.
We've got a lot to talk about still. No.
None. N-U-N.
I always forget that.
None Creed. Let's go. What is it? 129? 130?
1:30. Yeah, we'll chill. We'll make 2 hours.
We're gonna make.
We won't finish it in like 2.5. But we'll talk about until Guts leaves. Surely.
Yeah, so is it. Wait.
No, Guts like leaves the Band of the Hawk, and then we'll do a part 2.
We're pretty much talking about that now. We're up to that.
Yeah.
We're up to that.
Bro, we're gonna be talking for so long about the
so
eclipse in
much
general.
to
There's
talk
so
about.
much to talk
We're
about.
gonna do a whole.
I reckon we could do it. Actually,
we're doing 2 parts in this because
Okay, so
I reckon we just do a separate eclipse episode.
So we're just gonna do it just the eclipse.
Yeah, we'll go up to Wyland.
I reckon before Wyland. I reckon.
Really?
Yeah, because we gotta get them out and how they're getting chased by those guys, those particular guys, those fucking assassins.
The Kushan.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
Is that the Kushan?
Yeah.
Oh no,
the Kushan is sick. I've read the Kushan.
And then,
especially Ganishka. He's a fucking beast kind of.
And then
James, you have so much to see of
we haven't
Ganishka.
even talked about Griffith leaving. Gus leaving.
Yeah, that's what we're on now.
And then coming back.
That's what I'm saying. We're
and then we have Griffith getting tortured, and when the Guts fought those 5 times.
Before he gets tortured, how he left and then went that competition, and then he came back to them, the guy that he went in the competition attacking the Hawk, and he comes in versus that guy in the competition.
Wait, what, the Kushan
dude?
No, he's talking about when Guts leaves and he goes and fights someone.
Let's
actually talk about him leaving before we go on to that.
And
Jesus, okay.
Sorry, God
damn.
Yeah, and then...
You guys know what's coming
bro.
So he's in the... Oh my god, he's in the pub.
Legit
So he's walking away, and then Casca comes up with Griffith and the rest of the Hawk.
Wait, real quick though. You reckon... No, this is Berserk related. This is Berserk related. So like, Guts and Casca...
Casca.
What do you mean?
It's Casca, not Casca.
Bro, who fucking cares?
Shake my head.
Oregano or oregano? Who fucking cares, man?
It's like Naruto, you know?
Who says Naruto?
I'm just telling you how it is,
bro. Okay, there's Naruto and Naruto, but nobody says Naruto.
Yeah, that's just like that's just like when you say Cusca. It's not Cusca.
I didn't say Cusca. I said Casca.
Yeah.
Just as fucking bad.
No, it's not. It's like the exact same as Casca.
Fucking
Cusca. James, learn spell scene right now.
C.
Yeah, finally, about fucking time. Jesus Christ.
You didn't even say
and then
what
what?
scene.
Then what?
You didn't even say what scene.
No, he knows which scene I'm talking about because he just misspells it all the fucking time.
Yeah, that's true.
All the fucking time, and it triggers me. He always says Sean. It's always Sean. It's S-E-A-N every single fucking time.
I do.
It's so annoying,
I I just don't correct myself. I just
don't even bother being like, "Wait, James, please do that again." It's fair enough, bro. It's okay. Spell cup.
C-U-P.
Spell I cup.
Thanks.
Spell I cup.
Just talk about Berserk. We got to talk about
Berserk. Griffith Casca and
titties.
Sakura Sasuke.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Casca and
Her titties. Yeah, true.
gut smashing. Oh, that's after.
That's after.
That's
way
what I'm
after.
saying. Just talk about them freaking leaving.
Talking Woolworths.
You can talk about this. I need to go to the toilet. You guys.
I'm taking Joe's seat. No, I'm kidding. Seems he can spend his time walking.
Yeah, now let's
all the
actually
way
talk about what we're actually supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, I love boobs.
That's
Oh, is that what we're talking about?
I mean, it's pretty relevant in Berserk.
Yeah, by the way, Berserk has a lot of titties.
Yeah, it's got a lot of rape.
If you don't want to pay for your hentai manga shit, you know, just
Might just listen
read
to this
Berserk.
podcast and just talk about us talking about titties when we rarely even
Just
talk
look at
about
my
titties.
wall and have a fap to all the Man United treble-winning players.
No. If you're gonna want to fap to anyone, fap to my Aguero poster.
Nah, if you want to fap to
By the way,
fap
guys,
to
I got
me.
some new posters. They're pretty sick. Suss them out. You'll suss them out in the next podcast. So don't suss them out now because you can't suss them out now. It doesn't make sense. You can't suss them out now.
Sono chino sadame. Do you know what that means?
No, sodo homo.
Sodo sopap.
That's
Sodo sopap.
You know what mortobella means? Mortobella.
Yeah, I do.
What does it mean?
Fuck! I did know what it means. But there's also a meat called Montebello.
Hey Siri.
Very
Siri.
nice, very good.
What
It
does-
means very good, don't it?
here.
What does mortobella mean in Italian?
Very good, I'm guessing.
In Italian, molto bella is molto bella.
That's
What does it mean?
What does that mean in English?
I can't
Nah, fuck
translate.
it. Yeah, no,
I
but
want to know though.
yeah, we'll figure out later. See what's talking about now.
Fuck, but like I bet the viewers are wondering. Joe,
What
what
is
does
it?
Montebello mean
It
in
means,
English?
I think
Does it mean
means you're
very good?
beautiful. I think it means you're beautiful.
I think actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Wait, Joe, can you like climb over the fucking thing and not knock it
Yeah.
over?
So Joe, what do you want
Joe,
to talk
cunt,
about
if you
again?
knock it
And,
over, then I'll beat your ass. Good bitch, by the way. Let me get that real loud and clear, Joe. Good bitch.
yeah.
ASMR.
Before Griffith is in prison.
Okay, no. We got to talk about Guts leaving first.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Like 20 at time.
When was it? Oh, 5 minutes ago. That's not that bad.
Yeah. So Guts leaving
Yes.
Yeah, so Guts left.
after the scene in the bar. Yeah.
That was insane.
Yep.
That was
That's
sick
insane.
as shit.
That was fucking
It
insane.
was just so like
Oh.
such a wholesome leaf
Yeah,
as well.
Casca's just like, I gotta get Griffith, and I was like, oh, when I was reading, I was like, fuck, like you're not gonna make it in time. I thought it was like Guts is gonna be gone before you.
Bro,
get
but
it.
like they made it, and Guts and Griffith were about to fight again, and Guts just low diffed him. Guts literally just like
Well,
he
Yes,
did. He low diffed him.
James,
I mean, like obviously Griffith was like
low
he wasn't
diffed
at his senses,
Yeah.
like fully or
Griffith's,
anything.
I feel like Griffith is more speed, and it's just like considering that it's
No,
snowing,
he
he's
was.
like-
He just got low diffed.
Before
Still,
Griffith
regardless.
literally said he was there. He was like
He said that
literally
he's
said-
been in more battles, and so he's probably might be more experienced. Yeah, he
No,
said that.
what Griffith said was that I need to. It's like this is going to be decided by the first blow. He's like, I need. What he was literally saying is,
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
right.
need to take Guts out in one blow, and he's like, I need to aim for his neck. And this is because like you didn't see what nothing. You weren't hearing anything Guts. It's just like
He had
Griffith's
intent to
thoughts.
kill as
Yeah,
well.
literally, he said.
He was like, if
oh,
I can't
need-
have you, no one can, bro.
Exactly
No,
what I was going to say.
he said I
No,
can't kill you. He said
no,
I can't
no,
kill you.
No, he didn't.
No, he
James,
said I could go do
James,
this, but I don't want to kill you.
I guarantee you,
I
James.
swear he
I
says.
promise you. I just watched it. He says that he's like I need to aim for his like neck or something, and he's like, oh, but if I mistime this, it'll kill him. And
Yeah,
then he's like,
and he's like-
yeah, and then he goes, okay, and then he says, all right, but like. It's like not worth the risk of what Chase said. It's just like if I can't have him, then
Yeah.
no one can. And so he's like, that's why he goes in for that try. There's no excuses for Griffith. He got low diff because he went in with the intention to kill, which Guts didn't
Yeah.
even have the intention to kill.
He was just like, I just need to fucking
Loaded
get this
him.
over and done with,
I
legit.
don't
Guts
read
just
this.
cut his sword in half.
Yeah, no, it's fucked. Bro, Guts is
Which
like
actually
way too
screws
OP.
Griffith over because Griffith lost his sword. He couldn't fight all the guards when he got arrested later on.
Because like you also know how much like Guts has grown like throughout the entire
Yeah.
series, but like because obviously it relates back to their first fight and the fight being close, but Griffith's still clutching up, and Griffith is still depicted to be this leader, and obviously everyone's low-key gonna think he's like probably the strongest and
Yeah.
whatever, but like Guts has grown like that much that
Bro,
you just.
I knew when they squared up though.
The,
I knew when they
the
squared
most
up.
famous
like,
man in like all of Midland, nearly.
But like, I knew when they squared up, I was like, Griffith doesn't stand a chance. I knew. I was like, Guts is just
thought Guts was gonna win. I feel like it's not a load. I thought it was like a mid.
Bro, he died.
It was like 2 swings.
Yeah, but
One
Griffith
swing.
said it's gonna be determined on one swing.
Yeah, and what happened was
he lost.
Guts cut.
Yeah, so I know what happened. But I don't think it's a low dip. I think it's a mid to low dip.
Even Griffith said, bro,
He didn't even want. That's literally Kaido.
But he said that's what
Griffith
was
even said after I was utterly defeated. Like he's like, I'm utterly. It's not like a mid.
Even if Griffith hit Guts, he wouldn't have killed him.
But low dip and mid to low dip is very similar. I feel like it's not.
No,
he didn't get a
bro.
hit on Griffith, so he didn't get a hit on Guts. He didn't touch Guts.
Bro, he didn't. Bro, he
yeah,
went in there thinking that it wouldn't be as easy of a fight for Guts.
Griffith said it's gonna
broke
be
his
a
sword.
one-
Yeah, he said that. He would have still got the same match.
Griffith went in with the intention to kill. Guts didn't. Guts came out with
I just
cutting
gotta
his
reread
sword
this.
in
I
half so he
swear,
couldn't fight
I
him.
swear.
And not only did he cut his sword in half, he also was so like if you think like to cut a sword in half, you have to have a lot of strength behind that sword, right? He was able to thrust his sword so it cut his sword with all that force and stop before cutting you in half.
Wait, James, do you want to link?
Do you know how hard that is? That means if he had actually
No, I get you.
if Guts had the intention to kill, if he had the intention to kill, he literally would have split Griffith in half with one hit. If that's not a low diff, I don't know what is.
Yeah, legit. Like, literally, in terms of Guts' actual battles, that was the easiest
That was
one.
the easiest one he had. It was like.
But, like, obviously,
low.
Griffith wasn't in the right frame of mind as well, so, like, you had to count that, but still.
He kind of
But
won.
Nah, he wasn't. He was like, okay, like, he was like put under a lot of pressure.
Griffith's
Like,
listing off all of
Yeah.
his disadvantages as well.
What disadvantages?
Like,
Gus
the
just knew he was gonna win,
snow,
too.
Like there was so much other disadvantages.
Bro, he got
Not-
low.
yeah,
he
but-
got
bro,
low.
still.
I just don't think it was loaded. But
It's literally in the fucking
It's the
title.
definition. It's like the definition of low
Can you get
diff.
the pen? Can you get
Yeah,
the
I
pen?
will.
Because I swear, I don't think it was a low div.
James.
Bro, it's
It's a low
div.
I'm even
definition of a
saying
low
low
div.
div, and I'm saying mid to low div. I'm even saying.
Bro,
it's
there's
not
still a
even-
difference.
It's not even a
It's
diff.
like-
It's not even like a debate between mid and
Low
low
diff
diff.
is
It's
one
low
shot.
diff. It one-shotted in. What like? It's a one.
But Griffith said the battle was gonna be determined on a one shot.
Doesn't mean
that doesn't mean
not
that it's
low
gonna be a
diff.
low. That doesn't. I
Oh,
don't know
well,
that
fuck this
necessarily
conversation.
means
Who
it's
cares?
Well,
Who
his sword
cares?
got
Okay,
broken in
fair.
half, James. His sword got broken in
move on.
half.
Let's move on.
I still want to find this chapter though. But like,
Anyway,
yeah,
so what happened? So
yeah,
then
he
he
left. Oh
and then he
no.
ran to this fucking skeleton with the.
What? Oh yeah, he did.
Well, he goes and
Crazy.
meets the.
That was when we first. No, that's not when we first see him
He
though.
meets
Eh?
the blacksmith. Well, no. So he goes in what you were talking about, where he fights
He's
that
the
random
blacksmith.
mercenary when he's just like, "Oh, I'm the strongest guy," and then Guts rocks up and he's just like, "Yo, I'll fight you," and then like kills him.
Wait, no, doesn't he run into the skeleton and then he goes into the.
Nah, because Skeleton's when he's in the woods with the blacksmith and the daughter.
No, he's by himself in the woods.
No.
He's by himself
he's
in the
not-
woods.
Yeah,
No,
when
that's
he meets
after
the
though.
when he meets
Because the first time we meet Skull Knight is when he meets Rickert. Because like you see Rosine, you remember Rosine, the fairy bitch, the one that Guts fought in the Misty Valley.
Yeah.
That main person. Like remember you see her, like when
Wait,
you first see Skull Knight as
what?
well. Do you not remember?
No, I
Look at this.
thought he meets him as soon as he leaves, and he's in the forest by himself. And he doesn't know
No,
anyone. He
because-
hasn't met.
No,
anyone.
but like you still meet.
he
Well, I was saying,
goes-
just
he
like you
goes-
meet Skull Knight
He's
before
with
that.
the
anyway.
He's with the blacksmith and stuff, and then he's like training by himself in the forest, and he sees the skull. Anyways, he sees the skull, and the skull tells him that pretty much all his friends are gonna die.
Yeah.
And then he goes and talks to some people and finds out that the Band of Hawk are all pariahs that are being hunted down by the government, and their leaders are being imprisoned in Midlands.
And also,
I'm
Griffith just
wigging out.
loses
I'm
his
remembering
fucking
this
shit.
so differently. Fucking hell.
Griffith also just loses his shit. He just loses the plot as soon as he loses to Guts.
We didn't talk about that. That was
Bro, legit,
before
like that was
anything.
like insane.
He-
That was so fucked up.
His face after having been low diffed by Guts was just like,
This is the first time he's actually been beaten, eh?
yeah,
Bro, that was the first-
literally the first time he's been.
That was the
beaten.
first time he's just ever broke character,
Yeah.
ever, and he just like literally lost
His
all his
face.
composure,
And you
patience
knew
went
when
out
you
the
saw his
window.
face,
He was
you
just like,
knew
okay, I
he
just
was
need to,
done.
Smash a bitch.
The only thing,
A princess.
yeah, legit.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only thing I could do now Guts is gone, I need to gain the the relationship with the princess.
Yeah.
He tries to do that, and he just fucks himself. Bro, it's just he was working
so coolly coming in, and
he was gonna get it.
He was gonna easy.
He was gonna tap
obsessed with him, and then he just rushed it so much.
But it wasn't working. But he just got stitched up by someone seeing, wasn't it?
It was the maid peeked through the lock and saw it. But even then, I think what happened is the next morning the father came in.
Funny.
The father came in, ripped the sheets off, and saw blood on the sheets, and knew that she'd unpopped the cherry.
Yeah, that's right. Look what I just seen.
Oh my god.
Licking their titty, bro. I can't believe that, bro. Bro, literally, oh my god. The fattest scene in the torture chamber when, like, they were fully torturing, and then, like, then Griffith is fully, like, talking to the king, and he's just exposing him so hard. He's just like, oh, what the fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are? And he's just like, oh, well, like, I bet you're gonna be like, you want the princess for yourself, don't you? You've just been like looking at her all this time and shit. He's just like, bro, he's right. And then he's just like, after that whole conversation, he just goes to the room. He's just like, nah, Griffith's not right, or is he? And just goes to the room, sucks on her titty.
And he's just like, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want to do to this guy.
Yeah. Bro, like, that dude would have fucking raped him a couple times too. Yeah. Bro, did he even eat?
Yeah, he fed him just to keep him alive, barely though.
Stitch.
And
he cut his like a time limit to survive. He was like trying to keep him for like 5 years or something.
Yeah, and he cut
all his
tendons,
just
so he couldn't move.
Yeah,
talk the fuck.
Yeah, you know, you don't even see like what his body was like either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't. Okay, what wigged me out a bit? Two things. I'm skipping a bit though.
Nah, who cares? It's true.
You skip so much.
I before they rescued him, like, do you remember that scene when he jumped on Casca? I thought he was like trying to like rape her, and he was like fucked and like move.
Yeah, I know.
That one is a little. I thought he was as well.
I think he was.
So he's just craving sex.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was like he was kind of like. Yeah,
I think he was also just jealous though.
Yeah,
he was definitely jealous, like, because of the whole guts and as well, because you can see the relationship.
Yeah, but I think as well it could have been like, because I still think that he probably was trying to rape her, but there is like the argument that he was just like going for a hug because he needed comforting.
Nah, that wasn't a hug.
Because after Casca was like talking to Guts, and she was just like, I can't leave him in a state like that, like he's so weak and like kind of like needing help kind of thing. Which I thought like the hug kind of makes sense because he's like cowering in her, which he would never do normally. Like he'd never hug her when he was like upset, you know. He would like take it upon himself, but it was like him showing weakness and like saying like I'm not the man I once was. And on the other hand, it was like he was like just like lost his head and wanted to rape her. So to both arguments.
He's seeing demons and shit before then the 5-hand and that little
fucking torture chamber he was.
It's hard to tell, eh? You gotta have to go off some hard detail on what could have.
I don't think there's an answer. I think that's the whole thing about it is that they kind of like leave it up for interpretation.
Yeah, I rate that. But that's what's so much about One Piece, which is annoying. There is an answer though.
I reckon that's good though.
Yeah, I rate it.
Yeah, it's just all like good foreshadowing, really.
But it's like what you want can like be the outcome. Like you can just kind of.
It depends how twisted your mind is.
Yeah.
And then so that's all happened. Guts in prison. Griffith gets in prison, tortured. Then Guts is talking to the Skull King and finds out, and he comes back, and that's when he bumps into the Band of the Hawk, who are obviously about to get raided. Where he rocks up like as they're getting raided and like kills them all.
What, Guts?
Saves them again. Yeah.
I remember when.
Was it?
Oh, so I'm just gonna say something real quick. But like, remember when Griffith had just been like taken to the torture chamber and everything, and they'd all executed a plan to just kill all the Band of the Hawk, and they were waiting for Griffith, and they were just all like, what the fuck's going on? All these people just tried to assassinate them, ambush them, and Casca was taking the lead, bro. Casca clutched up so hard.
Yeah.
That's like when to us, I had respect for her before. I knew she was like great, but that was the point where I was like, bro, she is literally clutched up so hard, and like you see all of the mental and physical strain that has taken her, like until Guts gets back and everything. It's fucking crazy, man. She's so good. She's just been through so much, especially when Griffith is that character who is like her like godlike figure, pretty much.
Her rock.
Yeah, legit.
Fuck
it's crazy,
she's gone through so much.
And she wouldn't be depicted to be like that kind of person as well. She had to do it for the Band of the
Yeah,
Hawk.
and
she just had to
and
fucking...
She was a leader.
And like,
She had
it was
to
just
grow.
like, again, I've forgotten his name. The guy that throws daggers. How do I always
Jude.
Jude. I can't. It's just.
I
a
don't
weird
even know if
name.
that's how you pronounce it.
Anyways, he just constantly pointed out so true. Like the emotional strains you guys said before is just like that took on her was just like so overwhelming. And the fact that after seeing Griffith and like like no like Jude was like like you can leave with Guts, and Guts was like please come with me. And
Oh my
was
god,
like-
bro,
and
that was
she
the
like,
fattest
"No, I
scene
can't
fucking
leave,"
ever.
'cause,
Oh my
like,
god, I'm actually
she's-
getting upset right now thinking about it.
Shit. And then and then obviously what we're talking about here, Guts saves them all because they're getting raided, and then he sees Casca and she's like fuck you, and she starts swinging a sword, and he's like what the hell.
Well, was that when she was like, "Wait, Guts, come with me real quick"? I was like, like, you remember he was like, "Wait, Guts, come with me real quick." And then like they go over and then she's like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Eat my ass.
Yeah.
Then like after she's just
Fully
like
trying to kill him.
she's like, I'm just so tired, man.
Well,
I'm just
she,
so
no,
tired.
she actually
She,
cuts
like,
him. He like grabs her sword or something.
No,
and starts
he
bleeding.
grabs her
And, it's like, and he starts like bleeding, and then
And
she's
she's just
like,
like-
why am I always
and
like
she
causing
fucking
you?
slices that shit out.
Oh,
as
she's
well.
like, she's like trying to pull it, and he's
Yeah.
like holding it, and no, that's oh my
Yeah,
god, this scene
legit.
is crazy. And
But
she's
she's
just
just
like,
there,
why'd
like-
you leave?
Yeah.
Why'd you leave? And he's like holding his sword. He's like, what was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
What was I supposed to do? And she's just like, nothing. You couldn't have done
Yeah, that was
anything.
Like, you knew-
so
And then she pulls the sword out
Yeah.
and just cuts all
And
his
she's
hand.
just like
And then she,
stumbling towards a cliff and shit, just so sad. She's just like,
She was
no,
trying to
before
kill
that.
herself.
Before
Yeah,
that, she
full
like holds his hand, and she's like, why am I always causing you to like bleed? Like, she's
Yeah.
like, I'm always the reason that you're bleeding. And then what you were about to say is like,
Wait, I'm confused because like that was when they got with each other. That was when they kissed, wasn't it?
it's after they kiss after.
Oh yeah, because fucking
And then
she's
she
like,
tries to
yeah,
kill herself.
yeah. She's
And
like,
she goes to
yeah,
the cliff, she's like,
fuck,
I'm too tired,
Guts,
yeah.
I'm so tired, man. Can you
Yeah.
just like, can you just take over, please? And he's just like, nah, fucking come in. And he's just like, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then he just like looks at her. He like kisses her on the forehead. She pans quickly to it, and he's just like, oh. And then she's just like, Guts leans in.
Yeah,
like,
that
kiss,
was
bro.
yeah.
That was the most satisfying
Yeah,
thing I've ever seen. I'm just like, oh,
And,
bro.
mid-
I've been waiting for something good to happen to Guts this
Yeah,
entire fucking life,
Yeah.
bro. It's finally here. He's
So
finally
happy-
got a good
So
fucking
happy it happened
relationship.
before the eclipse. Can you imagine if they didn't have
Yeah,
sex
I know.
before the eclipse? You
Yeah,
just
that'd
be
be
like the sexual
fucked.
tension.
I reckon it's
like,
even
fuck
worse
this.
that they did though.
It's worse for Guts, but it's better for
It's
the
good
Guts
because
that
it makes
release.
Guts
Yeah.
strive more to defend Casca.
Yeah, he knows that she loves him.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
it's
also-
like a. Oh, so you carry on.
It was sick in the scene where he was like he started freaking out in the sex, and he's like, oh yeah, he started
Yeah,
getting the
oh
rape
my God.
vibes, and then he was like, oh, and he just opens up to her
Yeah.
fully.
Yeah.
Bro,
And
he
she's
was
like, it's okay, it's okay.
'Cause, like, he
And then
could-
just
he could-
opens up. He's like, okay, it's okay.
Like in that scene,
then-
like when he was like he was like he could see like himself, his younger self within like Casca as well within that
Yeah.
thing, and he was like picturing himself as being that like monstrous Donovan figure, and it's
Yeah.
just like he's like literally just his mind's taken over, his fucking insanity is taken over, and like it cuts out, and he just comes back to his senses. He's just there like choking her, and she's just there like
Yeah.
Guts. It's just like, oh my god, bro. And then
It's
then
like-
he has to fucking. He's like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, now I gotta talk to you about something, bitch.
And then
Oh,
I
shit.
thought
Let's get
something
this
bad as
that
well was
guy.
he says where it's like you're the only person that you're the only person who when you touch me it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Everyone else when he touches you is like don't touch me. But when Casca did it's like it's the first person he's like oh my god you can touch me and like I don't feel like resent towards you when
Yeah.
you do. And it was so because it's like this is the one person he can actually be with. He can't be with anyone.
Not even
He
Griffith.
can't be with Funnies. He can't
Yeah,
be
he
with them.
can't.
He can only
Not
be with Casca
Sharif.
because that's his girl. That's his baby
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Casca's just made Guts like a better man.
Yeah.
She's just made him like
Oh.
like that growth that he went from like obviously he went through insane amounts of growth when he decided to leave and everything he did, and then when he
Just
came
ever since
back,
he joined the band,
ever
the whole
since
progression's
because
just
that was the
been
first time he
ridiculous
opened up
shots.
about anything.
Yeah,
like
anything.
oh my god.
Always took it
Like-
on the shoulder, just like whatever. If it's
Like
Casca.
low key, I think I'm just gonna say I don't know when I'm to this. I just want to say I think I might tear up whenever she gets a memory back. I'm gonna tear up.
Oh my
Definitely
god,
not.
God, don't even bring that up. I think I'd actually
I
cry.
reckon I definitely.
I think I'd actually cry.
And then like when
cry.
they look at each other, And
But
they
like,
say the
bro,
word,
legit,
oh,
the only thing I'm scared about, like, you've seen the beach, like all of the beach shit, yeah.
And that random little boy.
Bro, that would me out. That would me out. That would me out.
Because like he looked at the crocodile went away.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm skipping a lot of shit. We're skipping.
But like, no, there's one thing I wanted to bring up about that. One thing I wanted to bring up about that, but like fucking like yeah, you've definitely seen this. Well, if you haven't, then Stitch. You've seen all the beach shit. I'm just gonna assume you have. But like, how Skull Knight met Guts on the beach.
Yeah,
is just like, that might not be what she wants though.
Yeah.
Because like, obviously, bro, if she comes back to her senses, I don't think she's gonna like be normal at all. I think she's just gonna have.
Because she would have known everything that's happened before she.
She get her memories back. That's the whole thing. And she'll remember it, and
bro,
then she's
like,
gonna
be fucking.
But no, I know this goes into the eclipse, but it's just like, bro, do you think Casca like low-key liked that Griffith finally fucked her?
No, no way. But like, there was definitely that love triangle, you know.
Yeah, and
within the thing, it's like
she did love him.
Guts loves him. Casca loves Griffith, but Griffith Loki loves Guts.
But she would have known that Guts. She would
Legit
have known that
facts.
Griffith had the power to do that to Guts, and that would have been. I think she would have known that that's dog for Griffith to do that to Guts, and I reckon she would have been like, nah, fuck that, you're fucked.
Yeah, but
and then she would have always noticed that Guts is protecting her.
No, she's definitely gonna be like, yeah, fuck yeah, thank you, Guts. But I don't know if she's gonna be able to look at Guts in a way where it's like she doesn't, not sexually, but like even just smash. Like think about him or even anyone in the Band of the Hawk or anything that like makes her fucking happy. She's just gonna be like reminded of everything that happens in the eclipse. Yeah. If anything, she had it like the worst.
Yeah, she did have.
I reckon she had it worse than Guts.
I mean, like losing an arm.
Actually, no. Actually,
losing an arm.
No, you think about like. Everyone was just protecting her. She was watching all her friends just die for her. But
so,
like seeing
like
Juday's death
well.
was just
because like Juday, like we'll talk about the eclipse in the other episode, but like Juday literally like he like we didn't know it beforehand, but like in his last death he fully loved Casca.
Okay, we need to stop talking about the eclipse because we met like.
Well, do you want to just cut it here, and we can start from.
Well,
what are we up to now?
We're going to talk about Griffith. Do you want to talk about Griffith getting saved? Just like. What do we leave there?
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
It's just the eclipse.
We'll stop at the romance.
Them getting chased by the evil guys, which is also a fucked thing.
We'll stop at the romance. We'll stop at the romance.
Okay, sure.
Fair.
Alright, there's still a little bit to talk about the romance, you know.
Alright.
Wait, that's
Guts and Griffith's romance.
Yeah,
I mean Guts and Casca's. Guts and Griffith's.
But when is that? When is the romance? That's when he gets back.
Yeah, he gets back.
He saves himself.
He's seen everyone, and now he's chilling. And then
before they go gay, that's before they get.
Because oh, bro, there was that like one of the like I literally like was fully tearing up, welling up hard when like because like Casca's just like he's telling. Yeah, fuck off.
Casca.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier, and you paid me out. Yeah. Who cares, bro? Tomato. It's the same thing. It's pronunciation. Maroon. Yeah. It's not maroon.
I'm not gonna lie.
Is it called a moan or a moon?
I don't know if Casca or Casca is right. I don't know which one's right.
Yeah, exactly. Is it maroon or maroon?
Yeah.
It's still maroon.
Is it called a moon or a moan?
Maroon and maroon are two different words.
Yeah, exactly.
Maroon's a colour. So maroon's a colour.
Yeah,
maroon is a maroon.
No, I don't know. It doesn't sound like he does. I think he's just fucking.
Yeah, it sounds like he just.
Alright, well, Casca. Casinator. The casino.
Can you spell Casca?
C-A-S. Wait, C-A-S. C.
Shut up, James. You probably fucking can't.
It was right. C-A-S-C.
C-A-S-C-A.
Yeah. I just missed one letter.
Close. I didn't even ask you to spell it. How do you spell it?
I'm just gonna call it the casino, to be honest, from now on.
I call it that.
Like, yeah, so, huh?
Fitter with long hair. Unfit with short hair.
It's not unfit.
Shut up, James. Oh my god.
She's definitely fitter with
my girl's
hair.
got short hair, dog. Man.
Does she actually?
Yeah, she cut it.
Is it hot?
Like you're not Casca, so kind of. Oh, funny.
I'm just gonna send her that like little bit of the video.
The
little 4 seconds.
The A and V. So I didn't make her. She like
Joe talking about his A and V's. Oh my god.
She watched my Berserk A and V.
Yeah.
and there's just like pairs of titties in there.
She's like, damn, bro, who's this godhand bitch?
I remember Jonas is like, I'm reading Berserk next to Grace and I was fat and all, but like, did the titties come up? And I'm like, oh.
You gotta turn that shit away. You're like, oh, okay, don't want to think I'm watching henna or something like that.
It's just like when you watch anime.
That's when I like move in though.
Oh yeah.
No. So that's why I wanted to zoom in and get on the screen. I was like, I can't do that with her.
Just like zoom in on the areola.
It's like just as awkward when you're watching anime and it's like some anime girls talking normally, but it's like.
That's not anime. That's not anime, bro. You're watching hentai.
It's whenever we're
Jesus Christ. That's not in One Piece.
Shut up! You know it is.
The most annoying thing is when I want to show someone an anime movie because I'm like, yeah, they're actually like really cool. And then the opening scenes are
it's just Nami and Robin just like, yeah, bouncy,
and the titties are just out of here. And
playing.
But they fully make them bigger and more jiggly as well.
In the movies, bro, they just like they emphasize the titties. And
bro, all of their budget goes into the titties. It's actually fun.
I was like, please, I want to show people that like it's a normal thing to watch. This is not helping my point, man. It's just 2 minutes.
Bro, especially the time skip. That just made them so much bigger. That made them
bro, literally, like the whole journey, like the journey and the pre-time skip is literally like spanning of like 8 months at most, apparently. And Nami's tits grow like 7 sizes by the time she gets the fucking Sabodi.
When Grace was watching the AMV, she was like, you know, the demon god comes up, right?
Yeah. Bro, she was hard.
And Jason's so funny. I actually lost my shit when she said that. She's like, oh, they're clearly fake. I lost my shit. I actually lost it. I was like, I can't. I fucking can't.
Bro, that's big ups.
Can't say
big ups,
that.
Grace.
Big
to
up
Joe's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Wait, Joe, say you love her.
I'm trying to get that scene. What time is it?
Bro, it's so late. It's nearly 1 o'clock. We gotta fucking chill this shit out.
Let's just cut it off.
Wait, no. One more thing I wanted to say.
It's completely off topic.
Yeah, that was pretty funny though. Titties.
You guys were talking about Naruto once, and it was like, shut up.
Yeah, but that was just to piss you off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Naruto Sasuke though. Fucking hell, so.
Is there anything else we want to talk?
One thing I wanted to say. So like last thing I wanted to say about the romance though, but like it was so fucked when it was so good when like Casca was like, because Gus was saying like, yeah, nah, I'm sorry, I can't stay. I really can't stay. I can't do this. I still got to do my own thing. I'm living by my morals that I talked about before. And she's just like, whoa, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, fuck you. You're just gonna leave me. You're gonna fuck me and you leave me.
So is this
everything?
Is this after they had sex?
Yeah, this is after they had sex.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, fuck you. You fucking gonna leave me. I can't believe you. You're the fucking same as before.
Yeah,
I can't believe I thought any different about this. And he's just like, come with me.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
yes! Go with him!
And
fuck that
Griffith and her look, she just like,
so fair.
it just catches her.
Oh my
god. He's not,
and then they kiss again.
She's always getting mad at him and it's just not his fault. Like sometimes
bro,
it is.
that was the fattest
that
thing I've
insane.
ever seen.
Oh,
I literally
that
don't
was
think
so
that's what I was
fair.
saying when I was like tearing up about it. Bro,
That
that
was
was
so
one of the
fair. Well
fucking,
said.
that was one of the best
And
feel good
today he
moments
said the
I've
same
ever
thing. He's
heard.
like, go with
Yeah,
Guts.
literally.
And he went to Guts. He goes, hate Casca.
Yeah.
Judea knew, even though Judea loved Casca, he's like, the best thing for Casca is to leave the band, the whore, get out.
It just would have been so much. I just would rate them going away like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Deal with their own problems. Like,
But like, for a much shitter story.
Yeah, that's it.
True.
Bro, fucking hell, man.
Would be the eclipse. It's like the best thing.
Yeah.
I was just saying about the golden age as an arc is my second favorite arc.
Yeah, for sure. What's
Ever.
number one?
Oh.
Surely it's not Marine.
We should do it. We should do a top.
fair.
We should.
I think
I want to do a
arcs
top
for me-
10 arcs.
For me, Wolverine is just
do you want
like
to do that
the-
next episode? Because
But,
I'm
like,
really
we're
down.
gonna do a part
We're gonna do
2.
Eclipse.
Then we're gonna do part 2.
I mean, like,
Eclipse.
we could
Then we're
do-
gonna do One Piece episode, latest episode. We got a lot to talk about. I rated those.
Well, let's talk about it not when we're being filmed on our podcast. Okay, quickly, last things we want to say about, is there anything else we missed that we want to talk about
The
before?
characters in Berserk are like 10 out of 10. They're the best in all manga and anime, for
Alright,
sure.
Okay, I disagree with that.
What?
Yeah,
Who's
that's what I
better?
was gonna-
Well, One Piece.
One Piece isn't
characters
better
are
in
sick.
terms of characters. They just aren't.
I feel like Luffy's character. I feel like you're underestimating Luffy's character. I feel
Yeah,
like
I feel like you
the
do.
fact
No,
that- the
I
fact-
know Luffy's character's fat. He's still like top 12. But like,
top 12. That's
Jeez,
fucked.
that's
bro, you guys have seen like 5 animes in your entire life.
No, I haven't. I've seen more.
Okay,
Well,
you've
obviously I'm
seen
maybe
more
exaggerating.
animes than me, but you haven't seen too many more.
I mean, I've seen 30.
I've
Fucking
seen like
weeb.
20. That's like 10. You've seen 10 more, and you're saying like, oh, I've seen none. Bro, come on, get off me. And all the best animes that you think, all the animes you think are the best, I've seen like pretty much all of them. All the ones that you
Like
think
what?
are the best.
You think Hunter x Hunter's not even top like 8?
But it's all different opinions, so we can't just
I mean, like,
say like.
some things are factually better than others.
Top 8. That's right.
You said you didn't. You said it was like number 9.
Nah.
But we talked
Nah,
about it.
you're chat. Nah, you're
I mean,
chatting.
like, you definitely didn't say it was top
Literally.
6. 100% didn't say
let's
it was
kill
top
I
it.
think I said it was top 6. I don't know.
Wait, I have one question.
Oh yeah,
No,
wait, what was the thing you were talking about before at the end? Remember you said you
That's what I was going to bring up. Now
already
you
said
spoiled
it.
it.
Oh,
but,
sorry.
Like, Stitch. Now it's not going to really be the same.
Wait, let me just like get it to pull me in like.
On your chair.
Wait, what? What? I
Pull
didn't
me
get
in like a.
Wait,
Wait, quickly, before you turn it off, let's just like quickly.
Please, sir, might have
Let's like
some
give a quick
more.
wrap up of it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, what was it?
No, I just thought.
You think John